November 13th. We're getting ready for Philo. It's pretty ugly. You're down 2% on the NASDAQ, but it's really all tech names. Once again, year-to-date laggers, biotechs, healthcare, value, staples. They're all catching a bid right now, so you're more rotating. I would call it that theme than not. Still people tripping out about CapEx, AI, spending. We even talked about a couple of theories if you guys listen back, even towards the end. Good talks. I mean, this time Apple didn't go up as much, but other than that, the shutdown is over. Everybody is still debating whether or not when you're going to get the data and all of that stuff. So we'll find out how it all plays. But yeah, I think today is going to lead into our Friday. I'm sure we'll get some more info. You got Trump on in like an hour. You got a couple of plays in there today and good value, and that's it. And we'll see if this closes, if it gets worse or not. Maybe you're 1% away from 3, man, on the NASDAQ. So depending on how hard they want to rotate. And remember, NVIDIA earnings next week. I was telling you got good volume, but like towards the end of this week, next week, it starts to like slow down a little bit. So we're rotating. See. I would call it that theme than not. Hello. Still people tripping out about BRB. We will find out. All right. So give me a second and we'll begin. And I got a good Philo. Oh, I hit the horn. My bad. That was my bad. But yeah, don't unless you want to hear Philo, I would go somewhere else. It's a good idea. Today's a good one. But you might not be able to handle it. I don't know. There's only one way to find out.
Jesus. Praise God. Amen. It's a cult, baby. Hey. Yeah. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you've been scared. Big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear. Oh dear, who you trying to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished. Made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it. Set apart from the start, and the heart isn't ours. It's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the ark. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god, then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in the bud. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib, but for a second, keep it real. It's not the reason they will kill, it's the freedom in believing. They want that to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say it proud. Here, let's say it now. Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You could say it's one hell of a decision in it. Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there like swimwear. I've been there, I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you've been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear, oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Amen.
Real. Do you not get it? You don't think that's true? I love it. It's his life, brother. The lion is gonna eat you, or he gonna turn around. So what are you afraid of? Are you afraid of the lion eating you? I mean, what happens? That's not the last step. Oh, they don't feel me. Or you look at it, he gonna just turn around, dog. I hope they feel me. Wait, where's my water? I only have Red Bull. I need water. There it is. All right, still going lower. I don't know. Don't bank on the Philo bounce. But I think staples and healthcare are gonna just do their thing. Yeah, bro, just melting away. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time for Philo. What's this? FDA qualifies GLDH biomarker to improve liver safety monitoring in clinical trials. Someone's going to get affected off that. Are they changing how they're evaluating them? Interesting. Well, Chattadonia, I hope you're locked and loaded and feeling well. But we got to talk Philo even if the market goes down. So again, understand there's a whole portion going up right now. Let me give you one more checkup before we begin so we could see. Because little by little, more names were going red. So Dow, 12 green, 18 red. That's the same. NASDAQ, 35, 66, 64. That's the same. SPY, 211, 290. Like 5 more went red. So not bad. Not bad. Just 2% on the NASDAQ. We get close to that 3 and then it never hits. So, today, man, we're going to talk about a couple of things. You know that? This is it. We're going to have a good day. And I don't know, man. I want to give you guys a repeat, but I'm going to give you something today. I'm going to read you something. And we may not have enough time. So, here's the deal. When it's all said and done, I think today is not even like there's a couple of things about it. It's like Philo, but I also think it's not Philo, but it's related to Philo, and it is philosophy. But I'll start with something heavy but light. Do you guys know what moral hazard is? Have you guys ever heard of that term? I studied this. This is a very political concept, or it comes up in a lot of social studies, more or less. But especially in politics, this comes up. You know, you guys know I have a degree in political science. Who would have thought? I did nothing with it except for yell on YouTube. But still. Do you know what moral hazard is? So, I guess the definition on Investopedia is the risk that a party has not entered into a contract in good faith or has provided misleading information about its assets, liabilities, or credit capacity. Okay? So let's go see the other definition. There's a non-finance one. But it usually relates around finance, believe it or not. But a moral hazard is a situation where an economic actor has an incentive to increase its exposure to risk because it will not bear the full cost associated with that risk. For example, when a corporation is insured, it may take on a higher risk knowing that its insurance will pay the associated costs. A moral hazard may occur where the actions of risk-taking party change to the detriment of the cost-bearing party after a financial transaction has been placed. Moral hazard can occur under a type of information asymmetry where the risk-taking to a party transaction knows more about its intentions than the party paying the consequences of the risk and has a tendency or incentive to take on too much risk from the perspective of the party with less information. One example is principal-agent approach, also called agency theory, where one party, called an agent, acts on behalf of another party, called the principal. However, a principal-agent problem can occur when there is a conflict of interest between the agent and the principal. If the agent has more information about the actions or intentions than the principal, then the agent may have an incentive to act too riskily from the viewpoint of the principal if this interests the agent and the principal are not aligned. Alignment. So, have you heard of this? Have you ever heard of moral hazard? You know, back in the day, like even in this is in IPE, the International Political Economy. It comes up a lot because you've seen this a lot. And, you know, like this is kind of like the nepotism thing too, in a way. Because like people will get, if you give contracts to certain people, or if they know they're not going to get punished, or if they know there's not going to really be a fallout, they're more likely to take a lot of risk. It's kind of a fancy word for gambling, but it's deeper than that. It's actually a lot deeper, because gambling, you're going in there. Let me put it this way. It's gambling, but what if I gave you money and I say, here's $1,000, go to the casino and gamble. Now go and gamble, you do it normally, right? So let's say what if we did a challenge and I lined up like 10 of you, I gave you $1,000 each. And I said, go and gamble. Whoever comes back with the most, you'll win. You'll win a prize. Or I'll give you a job, right? But then what if I told some of you, let's give you the same $1,000, but I told you if you lose it, nothing happens. But everybody else, if you lose the 1,000, you have to pay me the money back. But then I go to half of the group and I say, if you lose it, don't even worry about it. Who do you think is going to take the most risk? I could actually guarantee you who will take the most risk. So now apply this to politics, apply this everywhere. So, again, have you ever thought why people make such dumb decisions? Like with money, have you ever seen people lose on buildings, lose on government? How does the government go and spend money and not get anything back? What if the people doing it knew that there wouldn't be, again, what if they didn't have to absorb the cost? So we're going to talk about, the moral hazard is going to come up with what I talk about, but, it's simple. Are you guys ready for this? So I say it could get kind of deep as you're going lower, but I could probably write a book on this. That all the problems you see today in society, the world, especially America, are all a result of moral hazard. Let me put it this way. Do you guys think the world changed? Is life different from 2020? Do you think that the world is different than 2020? We were kind of just talking about it the other day. But would you say that life has drastically changed for almost everybody? Yes, there was rich and poor. Yes, there was different things, but I think you could argue everybody, like there was a big change. Even then, would you argue that there was like kind of a big degradation of certain values, morals, culture, you name it, since 2020? Who would have thought like a pandemic would have caused that, right? We couldn't at the time, right? That's why it's kind of so wild when you look back. So yeah, everything has been caused by moral hazard. I don't think what you're viewing at from 2020 till today is all moral hazard. That's it. That's why the morality is different when you know there's no consequence. I think 2020 showed that. Again, we gave a lot of money out with no consequence. You have bailouts, you have pseudo bailouts, pseudo liquidity facilities, you name it. I think you could argue that all of this, we could get as complex as we wanted, it all just boils down to moral hazard. That's it. So that's why, in a weird way, that's why like a certain foundation and upholding a foundation is actually critical. Otherwise, it's going to get what happens in moral hazard. You have one set of people causing a lot of destruction, and then you'll have another set bearing the cost of it. And then the people causing the destruction don't really feel it the same way, if at all. Welcome to the moral hazard generation. So, that's just a little intro. But do you want to know what we're going to talk about today? Like I said, I don't know how long this is going to take, but so it might just be only this today. But I'll read it and go through it with you. And yeah, I think you might be surprised. Do you guys know what postmodernism is? I've made references to this, and I've even given you a lesson on this back in 2023, actually. We did have we did go on a postmodern rant. I believe it was on a Friday, because some of you were kind of shocked by it. But have you ever heard of postmodernism? I know you guys think you live in the modern world today with tech and everything else, but no, you live in postmodernism, actually. I don't know if it explains it, but it started around like the 70s. This was like after like 72, 73. That's kind of where the postmodernist movement began. And now you're like living in it. Like, I would argue you're at the edges of postmodernism. But then again, what happens after postmodern? How do you get postmodernism? Maybe that's where AI comes into play. But yeah, postmodernism. Do you guys know what that is? Let me see what your answers are while I see all this. Because they're going down again. A couple of names on the high, still the same. Again, staples are literally ripping. This is just a rotation, but it's a rotation at 2 1/4. Yeah, equal weight's still going lower though, so you're still getting kind of a drag. But not bad. Well, Marx wasn't really the postmodernism, but there was Marxism embedded into postmodernism. You know, he had Marxism. But, you know, as people started to change things, you know, postmodernism reeks of Marxism. Advanced modern theory, that's what we're going to go to maybe. OGN FDA approval. Did Walmart ever come up? No, they got guttered. Well, let's explain it. I'm in a call. The core description of postmodernism. Postmodern thought is a product of the counterculture movement in contrast to the traditional route. This is radically creating severe battlegrounds of conflicting issues with an inexperienced political and socialist mindset in our society. It emphasizes pluralism and relativism by rejecting any objective belief and absolute value. Gitlin defines postmodernism as the spiritless spirit of global class, denying the continuity of history and living in a perpetual present. So I don't know if you guys are going to want me to stop and read and explain things or go through it all. But there's two things right there. That's the thing I think a lot of people don't realize right now. You know, I think some people have good ideas and some people want to change the world in good ways. But also, too, I even told y'all the other day, I was like, I'm a little too young. Not to change the world, but to gather a certain amount of wisdom. You know why? Because I do think we are living in an era right now of very inexperienced political and socialist ideas. It's not that these ideas are the worst. It's not that they're the best. It's not that they'll always fail or they'll always hit. It's just inexperienced. That's the first part. But I don't know if you got, again, rejecting any objective belief and absolute value. That's where people get, like, that's the easy definition of postmodernism. Okay, SPY's still dumping now. Just wait till the staples come down. Like I said, if those go down, you might hit your 3. But again, rejecting truth, objective value, but also the part people miss is absolute value. Things are valuable or they're not. You guys know that, right? This is why I think it's actually, I even told you in a weird way, if society does not get experienced in value, your stock market is going to change more than you've already seen it change. How do you not see it? Do you get what I'm saying? There has to be, like, what's the difference between a penny and a dime? There is an absolute value. Water is absolutely valuable, right? You'll die if you don't have it for 3 days. Food is valuable, but it holds a different value than water. You have to have absolute values. Can that be offensive? It can be, right? Nobody likes to hear you're valuable, you're not, this is more, this is less. That's kind of the issue. But absolute value and objective belief. But I love this quote. Tell me what you think. The spiritless spirit of global class. That's why you don't realize it. It is, a lot of times, I think it talks about it. People do want you to think it is rich versus poor, but I don't think a lot of people have realized that they have self-identified with a global class. Right? You are the class of the world. Right? Most people would agree with you on some of these ideas. And then guess what? It's a spirit of what? Of no spirit. It's not the same spirit, a lot of postmodernism rejects the soul. I don't know if you guys know that. You guys know, like, when I tell you you have a purpose, you have a soul, that's a rejected belief. That's a spiritless spirit. They're like, what do you mean? Or again, denying the continuity of history and living in a perpetual constant. Do you know what that means? A perpetual constant. As if the present just goes on forever. Right? How many of us have made decisions based on what we're going through now? Ignoring how we got here, and then, what's my favorite? Ignoring the consequence. Do you get it? Think about why I keep telling you the consequence. The consequence. You got to look at it from its end. Otherwise, you might fall victim to the perpetual present. You know what else is a perpetual present? The infinity loop. Go back to G.K. Chesterton. The snake that eats its tail. Have you ever looked at a figure 8 infinity? Perpetual, forever? That's what would happen if a snake kept eating its tail. Yes, the Ouroboros, exactly. Over, and are you following? So that's all it's saying. There's a global class. You don't need to be black, white. You don't need to be anything. Rich, poor, don't matter what country you're from. Do you subscribe to this idea of the spiritless spirit? Do you believe that there is no continuity in history? But instead, what matters is this present. In this presence, again, it's a flawed belief in thinking that the present will stay forever, right? Do any of you think you're going to stay the same? Like, let me ask you this. If that was the case, why does the world look so different than 2020? Why does that world look so different than 2015? What do you think is going to happen by 2030? The perpetual present. Man, the market did not like this Philo so far. Yeah, it's still going down. Again, wait till if staples die, you panic. But if not, you're just rotating. This spirit of spiritualistness, of postmodernism, is marked by a post-1960s cultural helplessness. History has ruptured, passions have been extended, heroes have died and been replaced by celebrities. And Hussein says, postmodernism may be a mood, a movement, or a worldview. Clearly, it is a very ambiguous concept without any clear guiding sense of direction. Here is a helpful view of postmodernism given by I. Hassan. Postmodernism is not so much a series of polarities as it is a multifold web of interacting sensibilities. So we'll go over that, but I want to stop real quick again. This is what you need to answer. I'm not going to tell you what to think. I want you to learn how to think. Welcome to law school, Chad. Think whatever you want. But you need to know how to think. Why do you believe what you believe? Is it a mood, a movement, or a worldview? They can't all be the same. Do you see the problem? Think about how would you explain today? Because when you do that, there's no direction. Go back to what we already know about intelligence. No direction is death. You guys understand that, right? That's what I'm trying to say. I don't care what you think, right? You know why? Because I tell you to pick a direction and just go. I don't care if you go left, but you better go left and go left hard and quick so you learn. And go, you don't have to go right, go there quickly. Full belief. You can't do it because your mood changes. Do it because it's a worldview. Do you see what I'm saying? If it's a movement, then where does your mood come into all this? If it's a movement, that's not going to shape your worldview. You see what I'm saying? A movement is going to be temporary. What happens if you did a movement and got what you wanted? That's going to change to a worldview. But you better have if you don't have a worldview in your movement, where are you going? Remember, the devil don't care about anything except this, of you having no direction. You know why? Because if I get you to drift, I know what's going to happen to the boat. I don't need to crash. I don't need to sink the boat. That's too much work. Just get it to drift. Because then you know what's going to happen if it drifts, right? But guess what? If it has a direction, even if I put a hole in the boat, you're going to fix the hole and then you're going to go to your destination. Guess what happens? What if I put a hole in your boat and you know exactly where you're going, brother? I could light your boat on fire. You might just build another boat and still get there. So please, I hope you remember yesterday's Philo. But again, this whole idea, is it a mood? Is it a movement or a worldview? That's a very big question. And sadly, most people can't explain it. But do you see what it's saying? What we are living in today, you got the people who are in a mood, you got the people who are in a movement, and then the people who have a worldview. And what happens? You can't define it. All you're doing is interacting sensibilities. Can I give you an example? Charlie Kirk gets shot and killed. That didn't happen too long ago. Do you see why some people were like, oh, I didn't like the guy, but I didn't want him to die? And then some were like, I didn't like the guy, but I was heartbroken that my friends were cheering it on. And then there were some people who were like, yeah, thank God he died. They said, thank whatever I believe in that he died. Thank nothing that he died. You know, don't you see that? Did that not happen? But do you see, go back to what I just said. Yo, gold is dumping. Dog! All right, pay attention to that. Because again, that's more post-government shutdown. Remember, I was telling you that. Because then they even front-ran it before. Yeah, oil don't matter as much, but that gold, that could be liquidation. That's what I'm saying. That's not rotation. They're not going to, I mean, they might rotate out of gold, but shit. Nibis, NVIDIA endorsement. It's not moving too much, but if that could wake things up. Oh, that page! That's amazing. So yeah, I'll just tell all of you guys this one. Watch gold, just in case. If this gets more than a rotation, that's your first signal that this is more than a rotation. So, but if you want, it's gonna have to be close to not. It already took a stick in Jack Premiums, but I don't like that. That's what I'm saying. You be mindful of those. So yeah, like I'm telling you, how did you get it? Charlie Kirk dies, and so many people who agreed and were on the same side, they had a shocking reality check. Some people loved it, some people were indifferent, some people were shocked that other people were cheering on murder even if they didn't like the guy. That, my friends, that is the interacting sensibilities. Do you get it? It's because these people were modern, or they were united just off of the interchangeability of these sensibilities. That's all. We don't share the same mood. They didn't share the same mood. Well, same thing for all of us here. That's why I believe strongly that you need a foundation, and that's how we must operate. Do you get it? That's what I've even seen in the chat. Even though we may not be extremists in one area or the next, that's a major flaw. Why? Because you don't, think about it. Ask a Chad. Are you here just because the market's down? Are you here just because the market's up? Are you here because you believe it's a movement? Or are you like, wow, save 10% is my worldview. I could create, I am an owner. Do you see what I'm saying? Why do you think you guys would have friction? Why do you think it would be easy to influence each other, confuse each other, do many things? Think about it. That's all. It's interchangeability of sensibilities. Or interacting sensibilities. That's all. We all have the same senses. We all have moods. We all kind of like some movements, and we all have a worldview. So we're just interacting the sensibilities that we agree with more or less depending on the day, and boom, there you go. Welcome to it's postmodernist. I don't like it. Why? Because it's not objective and it leads to drift. That's why. Are you following? Again, you've even seen it left, right, it doesn't matter. I would argue the extreme left to the extreme right. That's your little Nicky Fuentes. That's all. Is it a movement? Is it a worldview? Or is it a mood? Why are you here together? Why do you align? You're only aligning because you could interact with certain sensibilities. That's it. But again, I'll reveal to you more of what that leads to. You got it. That's why your individuality is very important. Your purpose, your spirit, your soul, it's very important. Even if you don't believe it how I believe it, even from, again, as a worldview and structure and productivity, efficiency, operating system, you need it. It's actually required. Again, how do you build your house? On rock or on sand? So, here are some selected schematic differences between modernism and postmodernism. So, modernism, form, continuance, and closed, right? That's why it's saying this led to this led to that, they did this, then it created this. Postmodernism is anti-form, distinctive, and open. Right? It's not saying, well, what do you mean history? Well, no. There's an open interpretation of how we got here. That may have happened, but that's not what led us here. Right? No, it worked and it could happen in any way. What do you mean only? Think about it. If I told you there is only one way to my house, because there is. The way to get to my house, bro, there's one road in, one road out. You legitimately, if you wanted to take the road, you cannot get to my house without going one way up or one way down. That's it. But that's a modernist view. Postmodernism would say, well, I don't believe in that. I think there's multiple ways to the house. Every way leads to the house, right? So that's the first big difference. Second, very simple, purpose or play. That's it. The modernist believes purpose. Right? I believe purpose. I believe all of you have a purpose. I know. Again, do I believe it? I do. I also believe it's necessary for society. And I believe it's necessary if we really wanted to end poverty. Truly, you need purpose. I need you to believe you have a purpose. Otherwise, you're just going to play. Again, I think some of you here, you listen for purpose. Others, you listen literally for a play. But again, that is the big distinction. I mean, how many do you not realize that there is a very different worldview from I am a citizen of heaven who's been sent here, everything distinctly created with a purpose, or we are literally the other view, we are God's toys. We're just here to run around, take dumps, procreate, play, just whatever it may be. Literally, do you want a job that has a purpose, or do you want a job that's fun? Purpose and play. The next one, the modernist believes in design. Right, again, and think about how this flows. Continuance, form, continuity, history. That has design. Do you believe in design, or postmodernism believes it's chance? Were you created out of design? Or was this just like the odds of the rocks hitting, everything, just by chance, everything lined up, the world, the earth, the developments, the egg, the semen, you're out, boom, you got raised, all that? Was that just chance? That it was chance that you grew up in a good family or a bad family? It was chance that you grew up speaking English or not? It was chance. Or was it design? That's a big difference. Again, let me ask you this. Do you think this stock market, do you think there's a design, or do you think it's all chance? Business. Do you think business is by design, or is it just chance? You either got lucky or not. Isn't that cool? The next one, this is easy. People have problems with this one. Hierarchy or anarchy? Modernism believes in hierarchy. There's an order. Again, it flows, continuity, form, design. There's a hierarchy, right? There's a boss. There's someone below it. One step comes before the next. There is rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like rules and regulations. I don't. But I believe in them, and I know that we need them. Does that make sense? Believe me, at one point, I swear I was a little anarchist, but I didn't understand it. That's what I'm saying. Do you believe? No. What do you mean hierarchy? Who are you to say I should be under you? Who are you to say someone is above, someone is below? What are you saying? You should be able to do whatever you want, when you want, how you want. Nobody should limit you. But then give me my assistance. Or again, the hierarchy, don't get it twisted. We've watched people abuse hierarchy. We've watched people tell you follow the rules, be a nice good boy, and then they go and abuse you. So modernist and postmodernist, ain't nobody innocent, dog. Don't get it twisted. But you do need to understand what it means. And you do need to understand how it works and why. One is built, they both have foundations. Do you understand? Even if one of the foundations is no foundation. Hierarchy and anarchy. Modernist, postmodern. And then the last one is origin and cause versus difference and trace. That's it. Something had an origin, there was a cause. Or everything is different and you have to trace it back to what its difference was. That's why. So yes, every cause and effect, that's like saying, again, put something, object, gravity. Yes, you're saying, well, if you do it like this, you got to trace it back to what it is and weight and matter, and you'll have a different effect of gravity. Both might be correct, but Again, different way of viewing it and believing it. So, do you think this is important? I won't ban you if you disagree. I think it's important. I'll tell you why. But let me give you a little checkup. Do you think what I just said is important for life? Do you think this will change the world or not? Or do you understand what is at stake? What do you think? You could be honest if you're still able to chat. I think if you're still able to chat, you got a privilege that I do think, again, I think you'd have a real good opinion whether you disagreed or not if you've already made it through, multiple rounds of Josh. Or Yosh, they say. Yeah, GLD bounced a little bit. Gold's still chilling. I forgot we gotta wait a little. Well, I do think everything does boil down to direction. You know what I'm saying? That's my issue with all of it. That's the part I don't think people realize. We could go all day, but, I just understand truly, and I hope you do too, that there is a very big difference in having a direct direction and knowing direction versus not. That's it. The drift is so important. Make no mistake. You think it's important? All right. So why do you guys think it's important? I want you to think about that. Or understand what's at play, because we just listed all these differences. Again, you're understanding the spiritless spirit, the direction, the lack of direction, mood, movement, or worldview. And then you've seen the world even change, and everyone comes together just off of interacting sensibilities. So here it is. All relationships to postmodernists are essentially power deals. Failure to see this, and you fall victim to someone else's will or ideology. Let me say that again. All relationships to postmodernists are essentially power deals. Failure to see this, and you fall victim to someone else's will or ideology. So look at that. Our conformity, critical, accurate thought, independent thought, that comes up here. But it makes sense. I know some people will feel targeted, but that's not the objective. Think about it, cause and effect. If in a postmodernist view, relationships aren't really real, bro. Why do you think so many people have a hard time connecting nowadays? We could agree on what we hate, but why do you think people dating, marriage, children, go down the list? Some people it's the same. Others it's been very weird in the last 5 to 10 years. Because when you live in a postmodern world, sadly, relationships are boiled down to power deals. I hope you understand. Think about it. If I'm telling you, let's be friends, why? What's the form of our friendship? Our relationship? How, me with you, you with me? What's the form of our relationship? If we have no form, it's open, it's actually opposed to that, then why are we friends? What do you want from me? What do I want from you? Do you get what I'm saying? What you want to know what my world is? My worldview and what my foundation says is a brother is born in the time of need. Right? You have actually, again, you do have love your neighbor as you love yourself. That's a worldview, brother. Not try to control people with it. Right? I love your neighbor as you love yourself. You have to be nice to me if I'm not nice to you. No. Think about it. Because some people might view the relationship, they don't have a form or foundation of their relationship. It's a power deal. And guess what? If you're not aware of it, does not mean it's not happening. Do you get it? That's it. If you don't think it's real, it doesn't matter. If I want power and you don't understand that, it doesn't change. I'll smile in your face. You get that, right? But again, why are we friends? If you have a postmodernist view, there's no relationships. There really isn't. It's just power deals. That is the reality. This is theory. But this is again, it's based off of what they believe, what you believe if you're a postmodernist. Again, why are we friends? Why do you have people? What's the point? Does our relationship have a purpose? Or do you treat it as play? Is everything play? Well, then you probably think about it. Have you ever had people play with your emotions? Have you ever been so nice in a way where, like, for me, I'm not even talking about you guys, Chad. I've had this with women. Like, I've had a lot of bad relationships where I'm like, wow, I loved her so much. How did she do that? It's play. That's why. Have you ever had someone love you and then be so cold the next minute? It probably wasn't. How did you view the relationship? What was your worldview on that relationship? Were you like, wow, this relationship has purpose? And like, oh, it was fun, I learned. No? But again, all relationships to postmodernism is essentially power deals. Failure to see this, you will fall victim to someone else's will or ideology. Again, purpose and play. Design or chance. Imagine. How do you think a relationship plays out? Friends, intimate, you name it. I believe God designed a brother in need. Or do you think it's just by chance that someone showed up here? That means if it showed up by chance, it'll leave by chance. It doesn't really matter that much. It'll be more heartbreaking, or you can't really explain it, good or bad. It's all chance. Or do you think it's design? God put people in your life at the right time, the right moment. You are there to serve others, and they will serve you. There is all an intricate design of a circular nature of feeding an ecosystem. Or is it all just chance? How about this? Again, just because you're not aware. If you don't know this stuff, I'm not shaming you. I'm just saying I want everybody I encounter to be aware of this. You know why? Because I don't want any of you to fall victim to somebody else playing a game and you don't know they're playing a game. Wall Street does that all the time. That's why you always tell me, why do you think I call out people? That's what I call them out for. They didn't know they're walking into a casino. You said safest place. If you put the slot machine, I'd know. But do you get it? Because guess what? Even if you're not aware of this, it doesn't mean you can't fall victim to it. You are either following someone else's ideology or will, or you are understanding this and you keep your thoughts and views, and you could keep your will. And it doesn't mean you can't not interact with people. It doesn't mean you, again, like I'm telling you, the same such situations. I have friends. I view it differently. I view my impact on the world differently. I believe in a form. I believe in a cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? I believe in a purpose. I don't think this is a game. I don't play with people's lives or futures. I really don't. I've seen people, but I've seen it in reverse. I don't think this was by chance. How do you think I'm going to treat the long term and opportunities and all that? No, this has nothing to do with being good or bad. There's no idea. No, don't fall for the trap of good human, bad human. It has nothing to do with it. This all has to do with, again, my worldview or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? All of you. It has nothing to do if you're good or bad. How do you view the world? I would argue how you view the world is going to, then the next step is what do you create, good or bad? I think we could all agree on that. It doesn't start with good or bad. It starts with how do you view the world, because that's going to shape your decisions. That's going to shape your direction. Do you see what I'm saying? Again, all relationships to postmodernism is essentially power deals. Failure to see this, you will fall victim to someone else's will or ideology. Okay, go view relationships, hierarchy or anarchy. I think there's a hierarchy in relationships. You know why? The person I've known my whole entire life, I'm sorry guys, I'm going to treat them different than the person I just met. You know that, right? Not anything goes. Every relationship, the guy I've known for 10 minutes is the same as 10 years. That's not true. And if I did know you for 10 years, there should be other things that come with that. And vice versa. I believe there is a hierarchy in relationships. I believe some people are supposed to lead certain things. I have people in my life, they lead certain things. I listen to what they say. And guess what? Vice versa. Other things in my life, they should listen to what I say, and I should come first in that order, and then they will have to follow what I say. But again, there's a hierarchy that we're aware of. Both intimate relationships, non-intimate. This is how my business works. This is how it works with me, my girl, anything. That's where I noticed my relationships got better. Hierarchy. People, we understood it. We both viewed the world the same. I didn't have to convince change. Go ask my girl. Certain things, my girl I'll put her in charge of it all. I don't even have to think. You know why? Because it's hierarchy. Okay, I got it. And guess what? Some things, she knows she don't have to think about it at all. She tell me it's done. She knows, okay, hey, maybe I should watch out for that. Same thing. Business, family, that's where even your problems probably arise from. How many times have you been in a relationship and you thought there was a hierarchy, but they were really doing anarchy? And then you felt disrespected because of the anarchy. No? I think you have. Again, every relationship is a power deal if you have a postmodernist worldview. That's why they will honor a relationship, the hierarchy, until whatever's at play happens. That's it. It's all politics. What's the goal? What's at play? I don't need to follow the hierarchy anymore. So there you go. Anarchy. We can do whatever we want. I don't have to do it. I can do whatever you said. Again, imagine a perpetual constant. Not, wow, you led us here, you did this. No. It's how I feel now. Forever. It's not going to change. DOJ sues to block California House map that could shift control of Congress. No way. They're trying to block Prop 50? No. You don't view it as a capitalist. Like I said, this worldview is different. Modernist or postmodern. Be careful, you guys. You guys are trying to make it good human, bad human. Capitalism and socialism follows, but that's not the seed. It's either modern or postmodern. Remember, modernism was a feat of man. We all like to be modern in a way. The way people behave and act, we like modernism. That's why people get shocked that we have to live in certain ways in the modern era. Right? Why do you have to give up so much to buy a home? But back in the day, it was different. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. We have tech, we have everything. Why would it be harder? We're not talking capitalism, socialism. That's the next step. But we're talking modernist or postmodern. We're talking what shapes your worldview. Your sensibilities. Again, all relationships to postmodernism is essentially power deals. Failure to see this, you will fall victim to someone else's will or ideology. Again, what I'm talking here, there is no relationships in postmodernism. That's why you guys will even bring up parasocial. No, that's not true. You know why? They're not real. Not the internet's not real, but I'm saying if you have a postmodernist view, it's very lonely. The only people it's not lonely for are the people who want power and are gaming some power game. That's it. You can't have a postmodernist worldview. You cannot have anti-form, open, play, chance, anarchy, no cause, everything's different. That's not a foundation of the real relationship that we crave as humans, that we would define as quality and necessary to even continue life. Do you understand? Are you guys getting that? Because I think it's crazy. I think this is fascinating. That's what I said I don't know how long this is going to take me, because my mind is just, I love this topic. But it's crazy to think about. This is why foundations are so critical. Look at the VIX. So look, SPY's coming down. VIX is going up. Meanwhile, you're not at the low yet. You know what that means, Chad? So this is either the bottom after like a brief flush, or it's about to really go. Novo and Eli say they have no affiliation with telehealth platform Mango Ceuticals. Is that a Trump joke? That sounds like a Trump joke. But again, real relationships don't exist with the postmodernist worldview. You know that, right? You could say it and you could act like it, but again, if I know you just think everything's chance, you don't believe in purpose, the form, continuance, origin, cause, I just know what you should know. I wouldn't fool yourself. I'm not in a relationship, I'm in a power deal. And if I'm not aware of it, I'm either following your will or your ideology, or I'm giving that away. That's all. Take it how you please. Again, origin and cause versus difference and trace. How are we friends? Why are we friends? Why do we have a relationship? Was there a cause? Did something cause? What caused you or me to give you trust? To give you my time? To give you my heart, my energy, you name it. There has to be an origin or a cause. You don't think so? Otherwise, I said, why would you give that to someone? Well, it's different. It's different. No. It's all different. There was a little piece of it. So I saw they were nice a little bit. I saw they were nice to others, so I love them. What? You get it. All relationships in postmodernism are essentially power deals. Failure to see this, you will fall victim to someone else's will or ideology. From these views, we see that the concept of truth in postmodernism is that what is true for others may not be true for me. And we can figure out that truth will be circumstantially changed, not fixed to the biblical truth. So we cannot depend on it, which leads us to fall into only a mentality of survival of the fittest and a struggle for existence, doing whatever we want to do without any basic moral standard, human dignity and nobility, and without being considerate of other people's feelings and circumstances. Postmodernism's main character and its origin is based on evolutionary mindsets as an extension of a negative part of modern thought, in another mode formed differently from evolutionary principles, which is sophistically anti-God and Christ. While we may not realize the hidden ideology of postmodernism, we are currently supporting its dangerous goal. Those who are deeply ideologically drowned in the swamp of postmodernist thought culture have been indoctrinating the young generation of society in high schools and higher institutions with their illusion-hidden agenda, claiming that all truth is subjective, not objective, and that all sex differences are socially constructed, not biologically. It's a very odd logic. They are radical worshippers of postmodernism, pushing ideologically progressive activities at institutions and in our society. They are creating vigorous challenges to our traditional culture by denying the continuity of man's biological history and madly rooting out those who hold different opinions. In its social mindset, it seems that equity is no longer the desirable goal of equality, of opportunity, by insisting upon equality of outcome, no matter what it be. It seems to come from a different and unfair interpretation under the influence of socialism. Who, under this system culture, would work so hard all the time? Traditional rights, for them, are to be considered secondary to socialist value in postmodernist thought. There's no need for an exchange of ideas for them. There's only one side. They focus on moving for political power by doing everything, positive or negative, or their goal of illusion and selfishness. There are only talks but no true ingredients for another's satisfaction. They try not to see opinions or ideas that run contrary to their ideology or taste or policy as simply different. Instead, they see different opinions and ideas as the oppressive way or a system to supplant. This justifies the use of political power or financial power or social media power or any other negative steps for their taste by engendering intergroup conflict, denying totally what they do wrong, and by distracting religious minds as they do in communist countries. There are only talks, but no true ingredients for another's satisfaction. So this goes back to what I just focused on there for you. Do you not, like I'm saying, if you understand the true distinction of the worldview, my guy, you could talk about satisfaction, but does not mean that it produces that. Do you see what I'm saying? You're not going to have satisfying relationships. If everything, again, it's a power play. You may not know it. You like the sound, but what are the ingredients? Yeah, Microsoft's dumping now. Hey, all like we said, you got the VIX. It's either a little bit lower and stop, or it's gonna go 2.5, bro. Alrighty. Tell me why. Crowd and Google named that inaugural security recommended partner. Samsung data breach. Hot dog. All of these practical ideas seem to have originated with Karl Marx's social communism, which is based on evolutionism. This mindset divides people, society, or religious systems in two: victim or oppressor, rich or poor. Marx's social communism ended up with failure in many countries economically, morally, and religiously. Communism's theory does not allow the continuity of history and has no self-reflection about its defects. In its system, no religious activities are freely and publicly allowed. There is only despotic rule to control people. Postmodernism, in other words, a complex and sophisticated philosophical phenomenon which is more than a temporal pop culture. It focuses on individual and particular ideas and opinions as a tendency without a goal of unity, and tries to deny the objective truth and biblical worldviews. It seems to be an odd collection of thoughts. Postmodern culture is a miniature of mixed global and local cultural mindsets in art, science, ideology, and music, without a constructive and unique soul. Snyder says that in general, the postmodernist worldview is cynical about the whole question of meaning. Usually, meaning and purpose have been used ideologically for political power. Life to postmodernists is simply to be lived, with no meaning or higher purpose. There are only various open ideas and diverse opinions, with no clear unity to lead our society to the future. No centerpiece of ingredients. So I don't know what you believe in, brother, but you better believe in purpose. Again, your soul, your uniqueness. Again, that's not you. If you have a postmodern worldview, it goes against that. You understand? I know the world has sent a lot of messages that you're just like everyone else. I don't believe it. Again, do you see my worldview, Chad? Really? What do you mean there's no? You may think the meaning is small, but I think everybody has meaning. Didn't we get that Toyota headline the other day? Microsoft and big tech still dumping. Yeah, Toyota in America, 10 bill. So here's the deal. You don't need to call it socialism, capitalism. You don't. Do you not get what we're going over right now? The question is the ingredients. You're telling me you want to unite, be with people, have relationships, but you could tell me that's what you want, but the ingredients aren't there. Call it whatever you want, my friend. Those aren't the right ingredients. Make me ice cream, give me milk, give me sugar, but that's what I'm saying. You're like, I want something sweet. It's gonna be sweet, and everybody can eat it. What are you gonna put in it? Anarchy? You're gonna put in just a perpetual present. It won't make. You're gonna betray me. That's not the ingredients. Again, and here's the thing. Unfortunately, this, especially what that last part there, you guys have to get this. I hope you do, because whether you understand this or not, it's still at play. Unfortunately, whether you believe in oxygen, dog, you're breathing it. I don't know if you see it or not, but you're breathing it. Don't matter gravity, you're subject to it. Very simple. Meaning and purpose have been used ideologically for political power. Everybody knows this. AI, they admit. Yeah, remember the guy left to OpenAI this week? Little Intel comment. Are you understanding? So if someone tells you, my friend, that you have no purpose, that life, again, the ingredients say that purpose doesn't matter, and you have no purpose. They say life has no meaning. It's all play, nothing. Unfortunately, you may not like all the politics, but that is a political power play. I don't know if you were aware. That's why, in a weird way, I'm being political by telling you this, but I don't have a political objective. But do you not get it? It's all very political. That's why you see politics through the churches. That's why the people who say they're not a church, they're still politicking. Again, the worldview. We got to go back to the worldview. And it's ironically someone telling you you don't have meaning or purpose. doesn't mean they might tell you not to believe that, but they have a purpose. They mean something. You just may not understand it. We may just be inexperienced. Unfortunately, it leads to fatalism. No external hope, no temporal pleasure, and material mindsets. Again, it only leads us to feel nebulous, insensible to wrongdoings and moral sin, and anarchic mindsets. Those are the ingredients. Leading people's lives like wanderers. If postmodernism thought comes to unite deeply with the collective elite leaders who are in the mindset of communistic socialism, there will be a despotic society to achieve its ultimate agenda by bearing masks of righteousness for their power. You guys don't think it's weird? That's why it all comes down to the ingredients. Because you don't think it's weird that the same people or the same things that say, CE, Cellulese, that looks kind of unique. Cellulese and then ES are different. Cellulese a biotech? Hold on, I'm tripping. That's popping. Chemical specialty. Yeah, keep your eye for that. Like I'm saying, you don't think it's weird? I'm saying, I say, I'll give you ice cream. That's not the ingredients. How can people subscribe to this worldview? And they, even though it's like this, okay, we're connected. We agree, we're all together. Why do people still walk away? Why are they lonely? You know what I'm saying? Why does it lead to this wandering still sense? I've already seen it for decades. I see some of the people who fight the hardest for this, they'll go and take their own lives. Or they'll still be very just alone. It says this is the ingredients for ice cream, but it leads to fatalism. Anarchy does not bring you together. But why did you come together in anarchy to feel together? It doesn't make sense. Everybody has their own truth. There's no such thing as objective truth. That's going to bring us together. Then why does it leave us feeling more alone? You know why have I disagreed with more people than ever before? If we could all agree that that we all got our own truth. You see what I'm saying? It's the ingredients. So I'm saying these are the ingredients of relationships of power, not of relationships of togetherness, of working together, of building, creating. It's just that's not there. You could call it that, but look at what's being put into it. I know I don't like power. I don't like dealing and listening to people, but to say that we're going to build a relationship with no hierarchy doesn't make, well then, I think we're both going to end up empty. That's just what happens. Or the person who has the purpose, or the purpose who holds the person with the hierarchy who's not telling you, one of us is going to be empty. Its ultimate agenda by bearing masks of righteousness for their power. There will emerge a destructive order, limiting human freedom. It will undermine biblical culture as the pillar spirit of pro-God and Christ, which, to postmodernism, is an inconvenient worldview that bothers their underlying minds. Thus, we must deeply analyze all areas in spiritual, mental, moral, and educational dimensions by the biblical standards that were established in the beginning spirit of our nation's birth. Then, this soul of renovation and deep reflection gives our society a bright and constructive hope and blessing. Ta-da! So yes, this doesn't end bad. It doesn't have to. I've even said this many times. I think a lot of you, I really, God is good, man, and I believe what I believe. But I hope you could understand my worldview a little bit better. And just the fact of the matter is, I don't, without order. The only thing, why people like the Bible, bro? It's withstood everything. You live a life on those standards, whether or not you want to play the God in the sky, whether you may be sad if they criticize you or they tell you do this or that. Like I said, again, hierarchy does get abused. I've seen it in churches. I've seen it in many people. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about society in the future. That's what we're talking about. One has the ingredients to keep it going. One has the ingredients to kill it. Do you guys understand that? Like I said, even in a functioning system with how we operate here in the Chad and the hive mind, do you guys not get it? I know you think I'm crazy. I would argue I believe in society, in functioning systems. You think I'm a religious nut job. I know the one way that works to keep it going in a way where relationships are meaningful, not this emptiness. How did y'all get to pumping on each other? I know how. It's not, we could blame culture all we want. I know it's that culture happened, but where did it come from? You see what I'm saying? It came from anarchy. It came from the ingredients. It came from worldviews. It came from fake relationships. Yes, the modern society. Again, modern society is great. I can say what I want, you say what you want. You may not like what the religious foundation may say about your life. I don't care. Do whatever you want. But if you try to eliminate it, you're going to eliminate society. You're going to eliminate modern society. That is the truth. That's why I said it's very interesting. And I even told y'all even the other day, I'm like, I don't think y'all get it with the market. You take away value, origin, and you turn it to this subjective nature. My guy, these stocks, these values, different. It's not what you think it is then. I never thought we would ever get close to it. It's happened a lot sooner than I would have ever imagined. But you guys why do you believe what you believe? Why do you want to believe you have no purpose or meaning or soul? Why? What makes you want to believe that? And do you understand that is the ingredients of somebody doing politics on you? Like, actually, you are falling victim to somebody's will or ideology. There's no real relationship in it. It's a power deal. That's it. It's a power deal. That's all. Again, do you think people are really your friends because you share the same frustration? You're frustrated, but they believe in no order. My guy, you're in a power deal. You not get it? Be frustrated with me, but can we all agree on the same societal standard? Great, then that's fine. Do you see what I'm saying? Maybe you could argue that's a real friend. Maybe you could argue then that you could at least tell and you could find real relationships, and we could all compare it to the same standard that is already experienced and withstood what all of us have ever lived through. And what happens when everybody else dies and it's just us? I don't want an experience. Do you? I would argue it's people trying to play this so that they could get the power. But you don't get real relationships with those ingredients. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. It's not a relationship. It's a power play. And if the sooner you understand this, the better. And again, it's very hopeful. Modern society is still here. It's still intact. This is what I'm saying. I think a revival is coming back to this. But we got to understand it. If you don't understand the worldview of this, then, do you understand the other one? Like I said, I had to explain this to people. I'm like, listen, I don't really care what you do. Like, for real. Go, bro. You want to go put things in your butt? You want to go and smoke and drink? Great. No problem. But we do need to have an objective that is right, that is wrong. You know why? Because if we don't, there goes society. You don't get it. You think I don't care. I'm not going to send you to hell. I'm not going to tell you it's this or that. That's fine. But the moment out of our emotions or whatever, somebody in a power play, we want to say, no. No such thing as right or wrong. Yeah, you just destroyed every relationship. Trying to preserve your relationship. Isn't that funny? Do you get what I'm saying? My guy, go ahead, be a pumper. That's fine. But we need to agree that it's wrong. Am I going to punish you? No. Do I think you should get punished and killed for it? No. But the moment we stop looking at wrong as right or saying there's no standard, that's where we lose. Do you get it? Do you guys really understand this? Because this is what I feel. This is what I believe. That's why the people twisting it, or if you're viewing all the other stuff, man, people are like, oh, that's not your friend. No, I'm your friend, bro. I'm actually going to be I could build a real relationship. And you can too if we have standard. Whether you violate the standard or not, that's another topic. And but it doesn't change that it would be real rather than fake and power. It's not a power play. That's the problem. The people who established the right and wrong and used the biblical worldview, they were corrupt. And what did they do? They abused it. And that's what led this door wide open for people to do this anarchy and everything else. You get what I'm saying? Because then the people who said this is right and wrong, they oppressed you with it. Is that not true? Do you see how we got away from it? That's what I'm saying. I don't want to oppress you. I don't want to. But we do have to agree in right and wrong. Both in here and in America. Otherwise, there's no real relationship. There's no real love, all of that. They say love your neighbor as you love yourself. Do you get it now? I don't think we could have love. You could be as nice as possible. But if it's built off the ingredients of this anarchy, lack of form, lack of objectivity, I don't think we're talking about love. That's not love. You can't have love in that scenario. They'd be getting married and doing a lot more if that was the case. There would be a lot less people taking them lives of their own. There'd be a lot. You get what I'm saying? There's no love. What do you mean love? I love love. I do. I can't have love if I don't have a standard. That's why I said, man, in a weird way, bro, I could be really nice to some of y'all now. And I think you'll get it, that it's real. You know why? You want me to be mean? I can be. You want me to be harsh? You've seen me be harsh. I won't, because it's honest. You could at least track it from where it came. There's a cause and effect. You get what I'm saying? There's no love if you don't have a standard. And someone could tell you love, 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 love. It's just all a power play. So Chad, my brother in Christ, and it's unfortunate, and I hope you could forgive the people that oppressed you with this. Doesn't mean you let them back in, bro. You don't have to. I'm not telling you to do, again, I want everyone to we need a standard for society. We need objectivity. We need an experienced worldview Because as it keeps changing and growing, bro, everything else is going to be a power play. You will watch love disappear. You know that, right? That's why they don't. How do you say you love me and hand me a noose? That's not real love. You see what I'm saying? So, I'm excited. There's hope. The sooner, the more and more you understand this, the more and more we could bring it back. But how many people simply just don't know this? How many people don't even really want to talk about this? You get what I'm saying? It's a crazy concept. It's not something you hear every day. It's not something you really think about. Because I'm going to ask you, what is your worldview, bro? And why are you subscribing to a worldview that only leaves you with political relationships of power? You know? That's why I say it's better, man. You're better off having one solid, real relationship and real love than having a million built on this fake stuff, dude. Better to be alone in the corner than dripping noise, all of it, you name it. You know, that's what it means. Because it's true. So, what is your worldview? And think about it. Why did you subscribe to postmodernism? I bet you like the talk, and that's nothing wrong with that. That's why, as I love you, I want you to know the ingredients. I know what it's called. I know what you know what I'm saying? Pizza, ice cream. We all love pizza and ice cream. I do. But yo, dog, do you know what went into that? You remember the first time you found out how a chicken nugget was made from McDonald's? You were gonna change the world, bro. You remember when you found out how? That's what I'm saying, bro. Do you know the ingredients? You could tell me love, love, love. You could tell me love is love. You could tell me all these things. And it's a power play. Because if there's no standard, everything's play, everything's by chance, everything's anarchy. There's no form in anything. Those are the ingredients of fatalism. You know that, right? That does not lead to love. There's no love in that. That's a power play. It's a political love. Do you understand? It is a political love, not real love, not true love. How can you be friends with a bunch of people who don't really believe in real friendship? You get what I'm saying? Who don't have a cause, effect, an objective, a hierarchy. It doesn't make sense. I know those things will be used to abuse, but it doesn't change the fact that, what do you mean friends? You're trying to hustle me, dog. This is exactly how I felt when I was growing up, watching the church hustle my foreign parents. I've seen both sides of this, dog. Y'all don't get it. Some of you in here have too. That's why you weren't so quick to reject me. You grew up just how I did. You saw the fake in the church. You saw the fake in all these people. But you also saw the other side too. And we like the world we live in. We like I like a modern society. So I'm saying, bro, do whatever you want. I like that. I'm still standing here screaming, I like it. We all love it. It's a beautiful thing that we have. But the minute we subscribe to this other stuff, bro, it's already going. You don't see it? That's what I'm saying, bro. We need to agree. We need to agree on objectivity, and we need to stop letting people oppress with objectivity. That's what led us down this road. But we must reject this subjective nature of life in society is fake. Do you understand? It's fake as hell. It's fake as everything. It's the fakest thing ever. It's not real love. That's why I'm like, man, you know how many people have told me, well, you gotta love. I'm like, dude, I do love you. But I'm not gonna, that's fake love. You don't believe in love if you believe in anarchy. You don't. How? What does love mean to you? Not patient, not kind, and there's no cause and effect. There's no relationship in any of that. What are you saying, love? Maybe that's why they keep saying love is love. They're redefining it right in front of you. Because that's not love. Do you not get it? It's politics. It's literally political power. I could tell because you're telling me everything I want to hear. You're telling me, and you are telling me to get away from the oppressor and do all these things, but I don't think you care about me. You don't get why? What's the order of why do you care about me? You can't answer it. You see what I'm saying? Ask them why they care. It's a bunch of words. Go look back at the past. If you'll deny any history, any hierarchy, bro, any origin, and it's all random, it's all chance, it's all play, that's impossible for the seed of love to grow. They're calling it love, but it's something else. It's power. It's political power. So I love you, Chad. And I hope you love this country and this society that we have. Modern society. It's a beautiful thing. But without objectivity, without form, without order, without believing your purpose and meaning, brother, that believing in design, whether it's intelligent design, a higher design, even the ability that you could design through your purpose and meaning, brother. You know what I'm saying? Rejecting hierarchy without any of that, bro. Without understanding our origin and how we got here. And trying to deny it. Both the good and the bad. There is good and bad. But without that, bro, there's no, what do you mean, love? So I love you. That's what mine's based off of. I hope you can receive it. And I hope we revive it. I would love to see love revived. I would love to see society thrive in this modern era. I like the modern era. What do you mean postmodern? It's not. We're in it now. We're in the modern. Why is it over? It's not. Do you see? It leads to fatalism. So take that to the bank. That is your philosophy, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're subscribed Monday through Friday. Your purpose. YouTube.com/the stock market. I know, man. Not great. I love it. Fascinating topics. So yeah, that took me too long, but I would have gave you some other ones, but I don't know, man. I think that would change the world, and I hope some of y'all realize it. And that's why sometimes if you think you don't really feel love, bro, it's because that's what the objective is. You get what I'm saying? And you think the correction, the direction is supposed to be hatred. It's not. I really do got love, man. And I love society. That's what I care about. You know what I'm saying? I care about the future. I really do. And you should be able to believe it because I'm telling you, that's my worldview. I don't think this was chance, bro. So that's what I'm saying. Stop. Whether you understand it or not, man. That fake love is political power nonsense. I would rather you tell me there's a right and a wrong and maybe I don't live up to it, but at least I know it's built on a solid foundation. Anybody trying to correct you, bro, anybody trying to tell you and change you and do this goes for both right and left, dog. Everybody, anybody trying to do that and it's not standardized and it's not off of something that is withstood, it ignores these things and it's no objectivity, it's control, it's power. That's politics. I studied it. So amen, baby. I love you. God bless America. Woo! There's hope. The revival. We just gotta understand it. Yeah, we missed our boy, bro. You missed the Trump thing.
Yeah. Real shit, all this dummy shit, it boring me. Put me in the book of life, the author and authority. My father is the king, I'ma let him go to war for me. I got a lot of things, but my soul still mean more to me. Down with cannibals, they probably gonna eat your nest. 100 on the crib before I ever put it on my neck. Here, write this down. I don't want you to forget. God gave me this gift. I'm chained to him, not the shit. Just items, rather be like him. The valley in the shadows, I will not be frightened. I don't do the third eye, the word enlightens. Discern how they swerve, all they words, no biting. So smooth with it, wanna imitate it. Saint drip, bitch, I am inundated. In a little different, it's more than innovation. Always had a different vision if we both facing the same location. Oh, I'm patient, y'all keep playing. Haven't you noticed that we the same? No changing, y'all still flaking. I'm still crazy, smoke that hazy. This'll be the part where I tell them that they lazy. Next Jim Cramer, but Bloomberg hate me. And the plays hit, so y'all can't blame me. Instant so sis, but the money from the 80s. Why you think I keep on telling y'all it's for the taking? Listen, little nephew, can't you feel the vibration? You don't need a preform to get a live nation. Bar is hella hard, you only get it if you play it. LYB, no PRAYIG, make it like they famous. They so draining, they complaining. Do it every day like it was an occupation. What they paying? I'm just saying, I get money on every effort. I ain't better, just a veteran professor of the Benjamins and Jeffersons. It's not about the melanin, it's more about the skeletons, the shit that's in the medicine. Oh no, here we go again. The type of conversation turned them feminine. I am, I have, I shall, no questioning, no mentioning. I think this is the part where the sentence end, period. That's a great joke. Girl playing Halo somehow came out with a baby. This the new economy, bring the joy like Jollibee, dictate like a Aladdin. I don't need apologies, only need my guy with me. My girl look like a model thing, I'm pricing in apostrophes. The prices always talk to me, feeling on it great. I need a meal, but I just say, how you feel is what it ain't. Confusing truth with the feeling, make a smaller problem great. Trying to get it way too early, easy way to get it late. So I ain't driving slow, it's that college dropout. This is more like college honor roll. Always see them talking, but I never seen them buy the lows. They flexing when they got it, but they never show you where it goes. Homie told me vamonos, know you bout that trabajo. We don't know impossible, only know that give and go. Something like a pick and roll, I call it out, they get the score. They talking but don't check the board, they acting real but fill the door. Dog, I'm feeling blessed, I did a lot while using less. Pray to God with all the stress, I only need a little rest. And back again and hit my reps, watch my heart and guide my steps. Don't focus on the shit you lost, focus on the shit that's left. So let it ride out, gotta keep it jumping like a mother and buy it now. Long time. Check me. Yeah. Dollar for the tacos, $1 for the chicken. Used to think life rough then, but now I'm reminiscing. Dream is feeling distant. Supposed to have her, shoulda had her, but now I have her. So frustrating, so irate. So I'm just saying, why the fuck we so patient? If this was 68, we would've had a riot. Now you speaking for the people and they tell you be quiet. I ain't buying it. Little guy defend the MNC, anoint them at the DNC. Why your social movement always benefit the S&P? The first place to look for enemies. Enemies, not your fucking family. Know your core beliefs, I hope you see the war beneath. Forget about the future, they say only grab what's in your reach. They ain't smiling at you, it's a battle and they showing deep. Taught you how to criticize, so wisdom stay beneath your feet. Man, I'm feeling overlooked. They ain't even hungry, but they telling us that we cook. Hard to read the room if you can't even read a book, yeah. Hard to fake a smile when they sewn our mouths shut. Fuck, we won't even hear this, you won't even feel this. Jealousy override empathy and realness. A corporation steal this, repackage it and reel it. Evil so fearless, they're so shameless, saying I'm blameless. The generation filming in the moment won't say shit. Why we call it brain dead when it felt like our soul dead? Or maybe we just sold it. Oh shit.
Oh, my bad. I played so many, I went on a dude. I'm sore. I think that's the problem with not eating or eating my protein. I need more protein. I went in, bro. I had 2 yogurts and a damn cheese thing. I know 3 yogurts. Oh man. I need it, but it only got me to like 45 grams. 55 grams of protein, bro. Oh, yeah, I know, bro. No, I still eat. I had steak and chicken yesterday. alongside the proteins. But I was still sore, bro. Oh, man. Dude, you guys, if you ever saw this dog, it's the cutest dog ever. How many do you need? I think to, like, to supplement, if I did only protein, like, or only yogurt, I'd need, like, 6 of them yogurts a day. Or, like, 4 to 6, depending on whatever else I eat, which is a lot. It's a lot of yogurt, bro. It's a lot of farting, you know? But it's good. I think it's healthier so far. I don't generally feel the same. Just a little sore. I don't think I got that good of a workout in, but, you know. Oh, hello, buddy. God bless America. At UVXY, if the government opening. I think we're going to find out, but at this point, maybe individuals. UVXY is cheap, but if you believe in downside, I think you're better off going on individual volatility. Those have been paying out better until they don't, or until there's like a really big move, and then I think that'll hit. But other than that, the other option is buying things that go up. That's the thing. That's what we saw today. So all the value plays ripped. That's kind of been the theme all week. Bow, 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 bow. Yeah, some of them came down, but they're all generally green, which is crazy. So it's like, eat more eggs. You know what? I haven't really messed with the eggs. You know, I like eggs, but like scrambled, and that's it. Because I used to eat hard-boiled eggs. I mean, one time I got food poisoning off of it, and then I was just throwing up eggs, dude, and it just smelled like eggs, and I'm still traumatized. Scrambled all day, baby. But I used to, hard-boiled eggs used to be dope, though, man. Like, you know, it's actually really good. Like, they really were, but, like, yeah. You know, like, I gotta scramble them. Yeah, they used to be very easy to eat, and they're, like, good. I like the taste. I was a big fan of hard-boiled eggs. Sriracha, made by Conagra? No, do they make... No, isn't sriracha made by the one guy? It's like one guy who makes them. Oh, well, usually he wants to get away from me by now. He's chilling. Chilling. The little dinosaur. Sweet green. How do you let your winners run? You know, you say make them free, but I'm playing more conservatively. You could ghetto spread it, but you could still play conservatively and get more than one. But then the downside with that is it's going to be low quality. Like, because if you could get the cheaper one and multiple, it may not hit the same. But making it free is the best way if you get more than one. Other than that, though, I would build up to adequate. I wouldn't really, you know, make sure your winners are doing good, but just get in a habit of locking in profits. I mean, eventually you're going to let a couple go and build up the balance to take risk. That's another way. You know, I kind of play it all in one. That's something I've said a lot, where it's like, if you haven't hit in a while, then you gotta play very wisely, and you gotta go for easy ones, and then get it up, get it working. But then now the question is, how many have you hit, or what's the balance looking like? And then you start to get in plays, and then you're on a streak, and you've already sold other stuff, booked good profits, let it run. You get what I'm saying? And then vice versa. If you're not, your account can't support it, you're not doing good, and then now you're kind of on your back foot, take the money. And then, like I'm saying, let the momentum play into your own momentum, and that'll help you a lot as well too. That's what I do. That's what I'm saying. If I'm not hitting, I won't let them run. If they're hitting, I'll let a couple run, and then you just go from there. But making it free, once you could get good momentum, then grab more than one, and then that's it. You make it free all day. I'll get very phlegmy now, Chad. All that dairy. My bad. You can microwave eggs? What? I ain't never microwaved egg, dog. Is that gonna turn me into radiation? Honestly, I don't even know what. I don't like the microwave anymore. I used to have Hot Pockets, but yeah, I don't fuck with my microwave like that. Don't microwave eggs. Yeah, it didn't sound appealing. They will explode? What? You turn into an egg? Air fryer, I've heard of that. I mean, the pan ain't that crazy. All right, bro. Yeah, some of the values came down, but other than that, these all still the NASDAQ, bro. Are we about to do 3%? You're down 2.5 on the NASDAQ. You are going lower. I mean, remember that VIX, bro. They tried to confuse. Did it twice, where VIX hit before a low, and then it did it again here, but then it went down both times. Non-dairy yogurt. I mean, I'm not like against dairy. I just, yeah, chilling. They're good like that, you promise? I mean, I'll take your word for it, but I ain't gonna do it. Nah, man. What have I microwaved recently? I used the microwave for something, but I don't like. Nah, just grill, bro. I love the grill. I'm in my grilling phase. That's why it's nice. There's a microwaved egg prank that's been going around. Cook eggs with bacon grease? Let me see.
Say on God, bro. Say on God. I know you're not actually gonna send me $100, but like I'll just do it.
To cook me an. I need to get someone to cook an egg for me. I'll pay you $100 if you do it. Are you willing to do it?
Say on God, bro. Say on God. I know you're not actually gonna send me $100, but like I'll just do it.
Bet.
Do I have to boil it or?
No. Just put it in the microwave. Just put it in the microwave. Minutes. Then
No, because then it like pops everywhere.
No, that's only if it's cooked.
No, I've done it before.
What? What is that? What is that? No, yeah, one of those. Yeah, put one of those in there. Yes, put it in there. Minutes. 3 minutes and you're good. Perfect. How many minutes on the microwave left?
1 minute.
Bet. It's not. I don't hear it. It's not on. It's not on. It's not on.
Look, just to show you proof that it's actually on.
Let's get a close up. Leave it. Let's stay right here. Wait. Why does the microwave have no lights? Oh yeah, it does. It does. Microwave have no lights. Oh yeah, it does. It does.
Hold it though.
Yeah. Homeboy trying to set me up.
Yeah. Need to get someone to.
You trying to set me up?
To cook me an egg. Might sound crazy.
When these women
To cook me an egg.
These guys got everybody.
Might sound crazy. Cooking in the microwave. That's perfect. Perfect.
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, dog.
To cook me an egg. Might sound crazy.
Are you for real?
Being for real.
when these women were doing an egg challenge where they could see who could eat their egg the fastest.
3. You're late.
I'm not late.
He's trying to set me up, bro. Trying to set me up, dog. Yeah. No, he said stir it. He said stir it. I'll give him that. That's crazy. You put it in a bowl of water, it shouldn't explode. Why don't y'all isn't grilling easy? Cause I'm not really the best chef, bro. But yeah, I'm confused. Dog, are you kidding me? That's kind of funny. So literally, the Airbnb that wasn't booking out, 2 bookings came in today. You're effing kidding me, dude. It's all the shutdown. That's actually hilarious. Awesome. That's kind of crazy, bro. That's actually crazy. I don't know, bro, because I know a lot of people weren't getting paid, but I'm sure some people were kind of worried, but that's hilarious in a weird way. Dog, are you serious? Nice. I still have another one that's getting no love. That's crazy, though. Stimmy bucks, too. They haven't got those yet. The 3 lines are the momentum. It's like RPM. 30 second, 1 minute, 5 minute. Oh, they were giving out the 10K bonuses for air traffic. I can't believe that worked instantly. I was laughing when Trump put out the damn tweet, and then next day they're like, it's the most efficient day. I don't like you if you called in sick. Well, no. Everyone else, I love you. Here's $10,000. Good work. Yeah, that's crazy. You got a bunch of emails. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like my high demand, like the rich travel areas and like stuff near like good shit, phenomenal. No issues there. It was like a little bit slower for like a week. But anything like mid-market, dead. Like I've never seen it dead in the last 5 years. And then yeah, that's why I'm like, that's crazy. But then it instantly got booked. That's crazy. 2 of them came in today. It hasn't even, it just shut down. I don't even think it got reopened yet. I guess they know their pay is coming. That's why. But that's, dude, that's insane. Just think about it. You have the government workers, the people who are on food stamps. Now they're like, I could go on Airbnb instead of buying food. Because now my food is paid for. That's crazy, bro. Inshallah, Habibi. Yeah, and then all of the prices are jumping for later. Whoa. And then, dude, that's crazy. So then, like, the algo is forecasting, like, everything past January, the prices jump. Holy shit. It wasn't like that the other day. That's a really good sign. So yeah, mother effers are coming back, dude. That's crazy. Dog, that's a trip. Your house is 5 minutes from where the World Cup will be. You wish you had a second house to move to? Hey man, if you want to Airbnb it, you could stay at the farm. I'll rent you the farm out at a discount, and then that's it. Just go trade at the farm for a week and go make $20,000. Yeah, bro. Why don't you do that, bro? That's crazy. Yeah, it's gonna kill it during the World Cup and Olympics. Anything in LA is gonna be phenomenal. Oh, you're running a business? Do it? Yeah, that'll be hard. No, you could take the auto pricing from Airbnb and then you could use other software. But even then, I turned on one of them, I turned on the auto pricing just because I was like, dude, this is insane. Because when you put it on auto pricing, you're just allowing Airbnb to lowball you. But I was like, dude, this shit's not book it out. I said, fuck it, give me whatever you want, dog. Give me whatever you want. So yeah, but now I'm looking at them. Even the auto pricing has gone up too. But everything on the future, everything past January is just skyrocketed. That's insane. How much interest? I know some of them said no interest, but I'm sure some people were hustling. Like, cause some people probably got affected without like technically a government job. That's what I'm saying. It's people either receiving benefits, which has a residual effect, as well as the people like directly paid from the government. In the service industry, you guys switch shifts for money, making a platform that allows this. Oh, maybe, like, what do you mean? Like, you switch shifts? Are you allowed to, or will the employers get mad? Like, so you switch shifts like Monday with Friday, and you'll pay your your fellow employee? Is that your coworker? Is that what you're saying? Interesting idea. I take my shift tomorrow, and I'll give you 50. Ah. You'd have to like organize it through the companies. Play with it. That's a decent one. I just don't know how you'd standardize it and get it to where you could, like, how would you cover every job essentially? But it's possible. Anything is possible. That's it then. Does that mean the car dealerships are gonna go popping this weekend? I'm just used to, I don't know, man. If we're saying stimulus checks, bro. Oh no. That's what I'm saying. We got to get I like a lot of these ideas you guys have. I think you got to just start playing around with it. Once you can try it. Start playing with the vibe coding, start playing with the apps. Just explore a little bit. You don't need to buy anything most of the time, and just see what you could get going. But yeah, I like a lot of these. And then just keep in mind though, one thing, like we're going to get there soon, but it's hard to scrape data. That's still difficult with AI without spending money. You know, because some things, like even like real estate, you could scrape stuff, but that's harder and costs money. Like you get all the listings off Redfin, doing all that. You could do it, but that's a little bit more challenging. I think it's going to become a lot easier, but yeah, that has a little bit more barriers. But dude, if you could have, I don't know, bro. I had to call yesterday for the water. Can somebody make an AI that talks to the AI? You should have an AI that goes through every single AI customer service, and it knows what buttons to press. Tell me why, bro. I called the city. Press 3 for more options. Stay on the line if you want English. You have 3, and then I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, we don't have that. Goodbye. I'm like, oh! And then I do it again. I go, hi, press 3 for more options. Stay on the line for English. What can I help you with? If yours isn't this, press 1. I don't have that option. And dude, it's so crazy. So yeah, you need an AI to beat the AI. If you could have that, I'd buy it. I'll buy that in a second. I hate AI. As much as I love AI, I hate talking to it. You know that on the phone, bro? I hate it. I hate it. I don't even like texting. You know, now you gotta make me just sit there, bro, and it takes forever. Yeah, bro, make an AI that speed runs you to a real person, and it calls every single available number and figures out the fastest way. That's an idea right there, bro. You guys need more ideas? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Don't these scammers already do that? They pretty much have something like it. Last time I clicked 0, they hung up on me. And then I had to do it again. It said, sorry, that option is not available. Goodbye. I said, what? Would you guys buy a Josh AI? So I was gonna make one, and like you like hook it up with like a microphone, and you hook it up to your computer, and like it listens to you and it sees what you're doing, and then before you make a action, I just come in. It's like, that's a dumb idea. Don't do that, dumb fuck. And that's all it says, and then that's it. It warns you if you're about to do something dumb. Would you guys be down? No, I think so. One day, like, we'll see with Neuralink. I won't have a Neuralink, but you could have one. But it'll like know your thoughts and be like, that's a dumb idea. Don't even do it. Or there's another option we're working on where it's like Honey, Honey browser, where it gives you discounts, but instead it looks at it and says you could have put that to the long term, and then it just tells you could have put that to the long term. Every time you try to buy something, it's like, this is what your long term would look like instead, and then it shames you for buying consumer products without investing. Yeah, we got ideas for days, bro. Ideas for days. There'll be good ones, but the only problem right now, you don't want, like, I don't like browsers. So like it's too sketchy right now if you have crypto. Like, I wouldn't install any AI browser extension. It's so scammy. I would never give them that permission. Like, any other browser stuff is fine, but like the moment you give it like AI abilities, bro, no good. You're susceptible. Yeah, you could put it on your refrigerator. I'm like, why are you eating this late? Go to bed. It's all in my voice, too. It'd be nice. Some of you would appreciate it. Or every time you, like, interact on social media, be like, that's propaganda. And that's it. You have to take off the propaganda notice. It just yells out, propaganda. Propaganda. Propaganda, propaganda, blocked, get blocked, propaganda, blocked, propaganda, blocked. It's just like that. And then if you don't listen, your phone starts spinning, and then it shot puts itself. Goodbye. I would say AI salesmen won't work, but people are getting we're turning into idiocracy, at least from the literacy rates. Because I'm like, dog, if you get sold by a computer, like, I can see how an ad can influence you, but like, hey, are you looking to sell your house? Press 1 for more options. I'll be like, what? How did that work? Map? No, but we're working on one where you could send it to people you don't like. So like, this is for the haters. So like, you could send like a map location to like one of your friends you don't like, and it only sends them the longest way possible. So and then we have like a liberal version. Instead of you're not allowed to take right turns. It'll get you to your destination by only making 3 lefts. So then that way, it still gets them to the same place in the same answer, but it's just a lot more work and it's exhausting. But then it's socially acceptable. Socially acceptable. Yeah. Turn left. Turn left. Turn left. Continue straight. Like, why did it take me an hour to go 10 minutes? Because you're running away from the truth, dog. That's why. That's exactly why. Would you like to repent and reroute? What? I mean, what? How? What does that have to? Yes, Father. What? Okay. We're going down. Been going down. You took a little bit of staples. This is just going to be the close. You got 40 minutes. Some of them came down a little bit, but yeah, even then, the second half of this, you drained a little bit, but then even then, look at gold. Gold stopped, though, after that. But you might see more of that tomorrow. Do people still use Kickstarter? I remember when Kickstarter, bro, that was the GOAT. You guys don't remember? I never bought anything off Kickstarter, though, to be honest. I always wanted to, but I never did. Because they're always like, it'll be here in 10 years. Do you remember the wave? This was like when apps and everything and like Shark Tank was going crazy. You guys don't remember Kickstarter? What happened to that? We looked at one a couple years ago. I don't know if it's out yet. Regen RX insoles. Transparent aroma diffuser. The ultimate workout bottle. Let's see this one. What is this? It's a workout bottle where you could put your phone in.
Introducing Ringo Move. Designed to upgrade the way that you train. Built with powerful magnets that let you mount your bottle and your phone to any metal surface at the perfect height and angle. Ringo Move is perfect for following workouts, keeping you hands-free, focused,
Great idea.
and
I
locked
just
in.
hate
Or
society.
hit record to check your form, capture your progress,
You're not checking
or unleash
your form.
your creativity.
Why are
The
you
integrated
filming?
hooks and premium carabiner hold all of your essentials, keeping your
Such a
things off the
great,
floor
terrible idea.
and always with you. And the built-in sip straw makes it easy for you to stay hydrated. But we didn't stop there. Because everybody hates leaving their favorite bottle behind, we created the Ringo Locate Boot with a hidden AirTag holder so you can track it down and never lose another bottle again.
Did you
Ringo
steal
keeps
my
you moving
chocolate?
wherever life takes you. We've refined every detail of Ringo Move. It's been proven,
Yo, how come we don't
tested,
work out,
and
dog?
built to last. Tooling is complete, but we need your help to kick off production. So please back us and bring Ringo Move.
All right. I kind of like Kickstarter, bro. That's it. I don't know. Dude. I was getting filmed yesterday in the gym. You know that? Dude, this girl just like walks up out of nowhere and just goes right in front of me and like she starts like pulling out her. I'm like, oh hell no, dog. I'm out. I just dip. I say this is bullshit. The kids at the basketball court filmed too, but you know, I'm their new ghetto coach. You know, I be giving them tips. I feel bad. I tell them too. I'm like, do you want me to tell you or do you want me to, like, because it's going to fuck with you. This one kid keep pulling the ball down before he shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a killer jump shot, but he just pulls the ball down before he goes up with it. I'm like, dog, you need some Ray Allen, bro. Catch it and shoot. Don't pump it back, bro. Just straight up. Straight up, dog. That's half a second on the release right there. A safe Wi-Fi home for kids? Huh? How come Wi-Fi is dangerous?
This is Wiley. A Wi-Fi home telephone, giving you and your family a simple way to call anyone, like friends and family, babysitters, even order takeout, all using your home internet.
Wiley was inspired by the traditional landline. You get your very own number and classic features like speed dial and voicemail, and also modern features like approved only contact calling, enhanced 911, and a built-in spam blocker. With kiddos growing up quick, we started to realize that they're missing out on a key piece of childhood, where they could just call up a friend to play, or what it was like to get a call from their grandparents just for them without us as the in-between.
We want to help families stay connected in a way that feels safe and simple, without that extra pressure to get a cell phone too early. It puts things at risk like age-appropriate content, screen time, mental health, and even sleep.
About a year ago, we were headed out the door on a date and we realized the babysitter didn't have a cell phone. There wasn't a way to reach each other if something happened, or if we were running
kind of
behind.
interesting.
So we looked at traditional landline services for the home. Turns out they're super
like this
expensive.
way better
and
than the water
our house
bottle.
was unserviceable. I designed products for a living, so I started tinkering and put together my own home phone prototype that worked right over the internet. With this first prototype, my kids used the
So it's
speed
like a
dial to call
phone.
me when
It's
I was
like a
working late at the
phone.
office, and the grandparents
Bringing
told me
back
they
the
were now
landline.
receiving more calls than ever from their grandchildren. All of our friends told me they wanted one to create our own little community of
cordless
kids and families calling each other. Here's how Wiley works. Plug it into power. Connect Wiley to your Wi-Fi. Create an account, and the line is active. Contemporary design with old school vibes. It sits on your counter or wall, wherever your family hub is in your home. Is this a real phone? Yes. Just pick up the handset and it's ready for a call. You get your own 10-digit home number. Send your new home number to your closest friends and family. So when Wiley rings, you know it's gonna be good.
Yo,
Call
I'm
her-
down to buy one. I'll buy one for the Chad, bro. I'll just put this next to my desk. That's it. You guys could call me. Do I buy it? This is for a different line, bro. Why you keep, no. Man. You're about to make a modern VHS player. It's all you do. You just upload it with a hard drive. And then you place gigantic boxes inside and it'll play your favorite content. New Vahish. What? Vahishes. Vicious? Vahishis. VHS. Oh, dude. That's... Okay, I feel stupid. All right, I gotta go
Was
pee.
not one
All right,
because
be
there
right
aren't
back.
that many tech names.
Follow me on Instagram at the Trading Fraternity. Real code news on Twitter.
Charts and breakouts in GlaxoSmithKline and the like, and so I've been more encouraged that we're kind of catching up to what the rest of the world is doing. And in my view, that usually has more durability. You want to see this sort of global synchronization taking place, and certainly we've seen that in Asian energy, in Asian pharmaceuticals, in European pharmaceuticals. So I do think that there's something there. You know, one of the indicators that we look at is kind of this rolling alpha model that we developed, and you've never seen returns, 3-year rolling returns from an alpha perspective worse than what we've seen in healthcare up until about a month ago. So there really isn't anybody on the planet who's lived through this and seen these types of returns. And these are usually the types of spots that bottoms develop. Now they can languish for a long time, so it's not a great timing tool, but just in terms of the overall conditions and where we are, when we start seeing these breakouts, we start seeing relative performance improve. We want to find the bearish narrative, not just dismiss it. So I think there's something there.
When it comes to energy, it is kind of interesting. Obviously, it hasn't gotten any help from the crude oil price, although natural gas has had a kind of a rip here lately. So does that add credence to it, do you think? Or is it telling us anything about the macro? Or does it just seem as if, there's more demand for these stocks in particular?
Yeah, it's on a relative basis. They haven't broken out yet, so we're more lukewarm on them. I mean, the absolute charts are okay, but we're more lukewarm. I think the refiners look better. You've got some of the marketing and the equipment names that are selectively better. So we're not full throttle in energy, but I would just note that even kind of a dead space like energy has started to find decent charts, and obviously relative performance is an important part of that, which we don't have yet. But I think it's okay. Again, I would just go back to the global nature. You don't have to have crude in lockstep. I mean, if you're going to tell me that crude's going to 45, then I think we probably have a problem for these energy names. But if it's stable right here, I think we're okay. And a lot of these names still look like they've got higher in them, and there's a lot of reluctance out there, and I get it because the performance has been so bad. But at least we're starting to see some glimmers.
Yeah, I mean, the smaller part of the benchmark, everyone feels like they have permission to ignore it. So, maybe that's a benefit. Jeff, great to catch up. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, still ahead, former Dallas Fed President Robert Kaplan is mapping out what he thinks the Fed's next move might be and if a December cut is in the cards. As we head out, a quick check on the broad markets continuing to sell off. The S&P 500 down about 1 2/3%, and the NASDAQ off 2.3%. Closing bell, be right back.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait though. Eventually we are gonna live in the era where you could just like relaunch all the old shit. And they're gonna love it. New morality. Everybody kept lying to us, so we invented this thing called honesty. Now with honesty, we need your support. But with honesty, enough of all the bullshit. But nah, let's see. Summer camp craft iced tea. Alright, this is gonna be some hipster bullshit. This is almost as fun as Craigslist. To be honest, this is like upper middle class Craigslist.
We all enjoy a glass of iced tea.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not talking about the 99-cent variety that's made from tea trimmings and chock full of artificial sweeteners. Like these. The path to the perfect glass of craft iced tea made with real ingredients is not without challenges.
But it looked cool.
The homebrew attempt. A noble yet frankly exhausting endeavor. The brewing, the chilling, the waiting. And then the cleanup. The alternative? A procured specimen from a standing-only cafe in the middle of the city. Superb, but priced as if the leaves were individually serenaded. What if I told you there was a better way? Introducing Summer Camp, craft iced tea made easy. Here, we'll prepare our deliciously refreshing peach black tea. Step 1. Add Summer Camp to ice water and stir. What? Step 2. Well, I guess there is no step 2. Simply enjoy a perfect glass of
Why do they
craft
all
tea.
have such good videos? Have you noticed that? How are they all put their budgets towards making the damn video, huh? Because all these videos are like damn fucking Hollywood produced.
Hi, I'm Robin Shangold, and this is my
I
product,
fuck with you, Robin.
the Zenora. It's a Zen garden and a menorah, and it's ready for you to enjoy this Hanukkah.
Yo, my bad, dog. I'm gonna get canceled. They go, it's not, yo. All I saw was Zen garden. I didn't know it's gonna turn into Hanukkah. Yo, bro. I was like, man. Well, she did not spend a lot on making the video, I guess. The Sonora. What's this? Employee disposable program? That's gonna be the only one with the budget video, it looks like. What's this? Yeah, see, bro, how'd they animate all this? Dog, this is Nora. That's it, bro. Everybody just
Hi, friends. In the corporate world, promotions aren't earned through hard work. They're earned by driving your colleagues insane. And that's exactly what you'll be doing in Employee Disposal Program, by turning everyday office stereotypes into a weapon. Perhaps you'll abuse your colleagues with corporate jargon. Synergy. Or force them to watch a 6-hour training module and watch their sanity drain slowly.
Safety is sexy!
Of course, not everyone makes it to...
Alright, man, let's see what else we got. Dude, this is Nora, bro. Yo, that's really funny. Oh, what's this? Snap-on phone controller? Is it for the nerds? I'm sorry, you guys. You guys brought up Kickstarter. I was like, I haven't been on this website in so long. The last time I was on this website, I thought Mark Cuban was a good businessman. I was like, wow, Shark Tank. Wow, that's amazing. Let's see. I feel like you'll see this one actually.
This is probably the toughest controller we've ever built. We went through 14 revisions. Countless prototypes hit the trash before we finally got it right. It started back in April 2024, when Apple finally allowed emulated apps on the App Store. Within days, those old games from our childhood were back on our phones. We downloaded every emulator we could find and played all night, but something still felt off. It wasn't the visuals or the music or nostalgia-wearing thing, it was the lack of that click. That physical, satisfying feel between your thumb and the button. Playing on a touchscreen always feels like there's glass between you and the game. Modern mobile titles.
This is the fucking craziest Alibaba commercial.
This isn't a movie or a video game. It's a real remote control model.
What?
Precision crafted by me, the
This is
Matera
dope.
Z1 desktop CNC.
Dog, this is what 3D printers are
3D printing is great,
What?
both for robust metal parts, real wood textures,
Dog.
or fast PCB prototypes.
This is
You
actually
need
dope.
a CNC. In the past, CNC meant high cost, complex setups, and pro-only software. But today, with me, that story is about to change. Let's see what everyone can create with
Isn't
me.
this just a 3D printer?
Hi,
on
Michael.
crack?
What are you designing?
Oh hey, I lost my Sony camera lens cap, so I designed a new one in
Is
aluminium.
that Jack Reacher?
So it's now stronger
Reacher,
and better
man,
than new.
Reacher.
Great idea. I'm perfect for machining soft metals like aluminum.
Ah, the model is ready. What's next?
With Makera Studio, just import your design. Toolpaths are auto-generated in just a few clicks.
Yeah, I don't. This is too
That's
advanced,
easy.
bro.
Yes. Preview
Well, it's good
virtually,
marketing.
then start
I'm like, how you
machining
build-
right
no,
away.
I want the tank. Build
See
me
how
the
I
tank.
simplify
Give me that
CNC
little
machining
setup.
with innovative design?
That reminded me of Micro
A simple
Machines.
clamp system makes work holding quick and
You
easy.
remember Micro Machines, dog? I used to, dog. I only got the micro cars. I never got the city. But I understood it from the commercial. But this one's weird. What's this? This guy, you could do it for an album?
Oh, Oprah, what's Gucci?
Good to see you.
It is always a pleasure when I get to sit with the queen.
What's my name?
Oprah. Hey, everyone. What's going on?
I want to know if
Dog, why are they
the
fund?
dream
They
you
fund
dreamed
albums?
about having this career has already exceeded the dream, or are you living
All
the
right,
dream?
well, I'm gonna tell Uncle
Oprah, it
this.
is safe to
Wait,
say that
wait,
I
if
am
Uncle
living the
find
dream.
out, you guys.
Aside from sharting in my
Uncle
pants
gonna be like, I
backstage.
can't rap
Not
no
the dream.
more. You gotta fund my Kickstarter.
What do you feed yourself?
Taco Bell, Gordita Crunchwrap Supreme, Burrito Supreme.
Why do I feel like
anything
this
Supreme,
is a
really.
knockoff
Does that
Toby?
mean you like actually?
I want Toby. I don't want this guy. Give me Toby. Yeah, Michaela's
What if the
first
real
album.
magic is found in the quiet moments?
Dog,
that nobody
they be
sees?
funding albums. These last
Dust
two were
dancing
albums.
in the light of a window. Belly laughter so good it leaves you a little hoarse. Drinking coffee in the kitchen,
Oh, I wanna see
looking at
this
the
next one.
mess
Hold on.
left over from having breakfast.
You only got
with
20
your
minutes, you guys.
My
We didn't hit
daughter's
4.
tiny hand in
Or
mine.
didn't hit 3.
Hi, I'm Michaela Ann, a songwriter in Nashville, and for 10 years I sat on the music industry merry-go-round. Toured, signed to a label, made 4 albums. I didn't own a single recording of my songs. I traded my voice and my music away for the industry. I played the part, saying yes to everything. Touring nonstop, putting on a show, and delaying motherhood for fear of how it would negatively impact my career. I played the game until 2021 when everything changed. Shortly before becoming a mom myself, my mother had a stroke and everything stopped. Suddenly my life became about taking care of the ones I love. And for 2 years, I didn't pick up my guitar. My hands were full of the hands of those who needed me. Studying my
Bro, you
daughter
can't talk
as she learned
smack.
to
It's
walk,
getting into a sad
and
story.
supporting my mother in her recovery.
Okay.
And it was there
Okay, I
in
just
that
didn't know they
quiet,
did this,
everyday
Michaela.
labor.
I'm sorry, Michaela. Let's see the next.
We
next
spend
review.
hours looking down at phones, laptops,
It's
and
AI.
screens, and over time, the neck begins to
I just
tighten,
find so many people
stiffen, and lose
the
its
same
natural
reaction
comfort.
to a sore neck.
Changing pillows or getting a massage may help for a moment,
doing
But
it
the
now.
pressure always comes
You
back.
guys do that when your neck hurts?
Meet Beard Flex Lumina, neck care device
just
designed for daily use. Just lie down and let gravity gently stretch your neck.
Oh, I've seen this.
The ergonomic curve cradles
got
your
this on
head,
Amazon, $10.
wraps around your neck, and supports your shoulders, promoting perfect cervical spine alignment. Adjustable stretching angles make it easy to improve posture, relax neck and shoulder muscles. Beard Flex features soothing red light warmth, which feels
They have them
amazing when your
without this,
muscles
bro.
are
It's an
tight.
Amazon product. They have it with the, they got it with the normal one. World's first AI.
Tired of blind spots in your security system? Or dealing with false notifications?
What?
Tired of constant recharging and tedious cloud storage? Introducing the Basis X1 Pro, the world's first smart AI dual tracking security camera. It features a dual camera that moves independently to protect 2 yards simultaneously, supporting
Can't even afford
300-degree
one.
max pan tracking.
How we gonna get 2 yards? Oh shit.
Hey, Mike. I'm here with your package.
Dog, they
If
throw my
that's not enough,
package and drive
unlock
away
live
as
cross-cam
quick as
AI
possible.
tracking and dual independent camera tracking for
One's the only
superior
time I got a
real-time
nice
monitoring.
guy was at the farm.
Thanks, buddy.
Because he had to drive up our mountain.
It also boasts 3K crystal clear imaging, allowing you to spot the smallest details, even picking up the words on a box. With AI detection, X1 Pro intelligently recognizes.
All right, Mike Lindell, you got competition.
This is me, and I hate my pillow.
I've tried them all.
Too
I hate
big,
my
too small, weird, and they all make me f***ing hot. Not this hot, but this hot.
Wake up, dude! You deserve better! Take this K25 Smart Pillow, filled with proprietary star-shaped gel-infused memory foam that creates breathable layers and micro-tunnels. Cool breeze right to your head. And notice those honeycombs? Extra cooling and ventilation. Or switch to the soft cooling mode on the white side. Perfect for all types of sleepers. Back
What you mean,
sleepers,
star memory
stomach
foam?
sleepers, side sleepers.
You know how many
Finally,
pillows
a
I
pillow that
purchased?
provides the right support to your
Talking
neck.
to the right guy right
cooling
now.
for your head and no stress. At least while sleeping. We are the K25 team.
corny,
behind
too, 'cause,
11
like, he knows
innovative
that's how I got,
products
bro,
delivered to
by every
thousands of
pillow.
happy backers from over 120 countries around the world. And we are back with our best one yet. Only at Kickstarter, with every pillow, you get an extra cooling pillowcase. I'm
Sorry, I'm going down the rabbit hole.
It's only
dog.
available while supplies
Products
last.
just keep getting weird. I didn't know, like, rare honeybees. They got Japanese bees, dog. I got Japanese soda. I got Japanese Doritos. I didn't know you got Japanese bees. That's the video? Oh, I was like, no way. You got that. I would have bought it. They left mystery. If it was just buzzing and just said Japanese bees. I feel like this music's racist.
2025 vintage. Raw honey from native Japanese honeybees.
Prove it.
A drop of gold that captures the
Wagyu
spirit of
honey?
Japan.
Y'all got Wagyu honey?
This year's edition evokes the beauty of
Dog,
spring
go
in
make
Japan,
it right now. Go make the
delivered in an
Wagyu honey
elegant design
Kickstarter. You gonna sell
adorned
it.
with cherry blossoms.
Take that to every
The Japanese honeybee
single
is unique
upper
to
middle
Japan.
class neighborhood.
Its
You're
honey
gonna sell
accounts
that
for
shit.
only
Say Wagyu honey. They're like, what
0.1%
is it
of all the
exactly?
honey produced
You don't know
domestically.
Wagyu honey? Then maybe I'll take it
Rich,
to the next guy.
deep,
It's
and
not for
complex,
you.
this is a completely different experience from Western honey.
How
Unheated, unprocessed, pure. This is raw honey at its finest, alive with natural sweetness
She had
and
the
layered
orange peels on the
aromas.
side. I kind of believe
Japanese honeybees yield only a small amount of nectar. They are delicate and highly sensitive to temperature changes. Raising them is a challenge, but a worthy
Our
one.
bees are very
Our
respectful.
mission is to
They
protect
are not
the Japanese
belligerent
honeybee
like your
and the
American bees.
ecosystems that support it.
Much more delicate.
Each jar
much more
helps
orderly
fund
with manners.
conservation efforts dedicated to this cause.
You Americans' honey has been
Taste the
corrupted
rare.
by your morality.
Protect the future. 2025 vintage. Rare honey from native Japanese honeybees. From the nature of Japan to the world.
If you've used a Windows trackpad, you know the pain. Lag, missed gestures, and clicks that never feel right. That all changes today. This is the Hyperspace Trackpad Pro, the first premium trackpad built for Windows. With zero latency responsiveness, independent finger pressure detection, and contextual haptics, every movement feels precise. Deep Click lets you press harder with 1, 2, or 3 fingers to trigger custom shortcuts, all fully adjustable to your workflow. In Microsoft Office, it natively adapts to your work environment.
Too much like an ad. I need some homegrown entrepreneurship. Yeah, I only got 15, and nothing's changed so far. You went down, you stopped after I got on Kickstarter, if you guys noticed. But yeah, I like the value. Take them off the table if you don't want them, or hold them. God bless America.
Second time that this has gone out on me on my first inspection. Let's try something different. Better. My name is Mike Lorpenbeck. I'm the founder of Technically Beekeeping. I'm a second-generation beekeeper. As a kid, I'd always have to ask my dad to light the smoker for us, for me and my friends when we would go out and work the bees. I got back into beekeeping about 7 years ago and thought to myself, why are we still using the traditional bee smoker? This was invented in 1873. Rather than squeezing the bellows all day long, why can't we just press a button? Why do I have to make fire in a can? Why do I have to have a protective cage around this so that when I touch it, I don't get burnt? Why can't I put it down on something flammable and not have a field catch on fire? Why can't we have a smoker that doesn't need to be babysat while it cools down? There must be a better way. I started with meat smokers where you can put combustible materials in here. It worked fairly well. I even came up with different designs for being able to put fuel in here so that the ash you can remove and throw in the garbage. I made designs that looked like a cap gun. After a while, though, I started to realize this gets really hot to the touch, just like a smoker does. I actually got really frustrated after a while because I thought, I'm just reinventing what's already a problem. I actually gave up for a little while. I was driving my car one day and I saw a ton of smoke bellowing out of a car. It looked like Cheech and Chong was in there. It was just a ton of smoke, and I thought to myself, I wonder if I could use vaporization technology to do this. I started out with a fog machine. It made so much smoke you wouldn't believe it. And do you know what happened? Absolutely nothing. The bees didn't react at all, which surprised me. I thought to myself, this is more smoke than a typical smoker makes. I discovered that bees don't care what smoke looks like. They care what it smells like. They're very olfactory creatures, which means that they react to smells more than they do to sight. Here's an example where we used a bunch of smoke. The bees didn't react at all because the smell was wrong. Over the last 6 years, I've been discovering what smells that the bees react to. I've actually tried 112 different samples to date. I'm using food-grade essential oils that have floral smells and then also smoky smells in order to distract and also to calm the bees. In March of this year, I went onto YouTube and I asked if anyone would like to help beta test this unit. I was shocked at the amount of people that came out and said, I am excited about this product. I want to help beta test it. It was amazing, the response that I received. It was so many people, I couldn't get to everyone. I have gotten so much great feedback from so many amazing beta testers. It has now become a community-driven smoker. An example of some of the feedback that we received is that the trigger can get gunked up with different things like propolis and also wax and even honey. And so we've built it with a silicone trigger that is embedded in such a way that it can't get gunked up. You can see this was used by a commercial beekeeper who really abused it in a good way because we were able to discover all kinds of things that could potentially go wrong. I took feedback from beta testers who said that they would like it to be more like a power tool, where it's just a rechargeable battery, just like you would have in a drill. I started out with a smaller tank and got the feedback that it needs to be bigger. This only does about 5 hive inspections, so I 10x the tank. I made it much bigger in order to be able to do 115 hive inspections in one tank. The tank is as easy as a squirt gun to refill, and it also comes off magnetically, so that you can have an extra one of these sitting around and just be able to put it in and smoke the bees. You don't have to just listen to me. Let's hear what the beta testers have to say about it.
Hey everybody, Brad Hull with Honey Oil Honey. I'm out in the bee yard here. Wanted to show you a new product that's coming to market hopefully soon. So it's all electric, holds a charge.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch infomercials when I'm over.
Check that out. I'll show you how it works in the bees.
This remind me of like In Between Prices Right
That
right
seemed
now,
to
but
do
I'm
the
fascinated.
trick. And guess what? I don't have to worry about my smoker
winning with
going
the cash
out.
flow method.
Hey, my name is Mike.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
a local
Remember, is
beekeeper
that what
in
it's
Georgia.
called?
I got with Technically Beekeeping on testing out their new electric
I love
smoker,
real life
and
reviews.
I freaking love it to death. Pushes the bees down quickly and it keeps them down and they come back up slow.
Over the last 6 years, we've gone from the 3.2 to the 8.2 Hopefully you can tell the difference in these versions. We've beta tested over the last year with commercial beekeepers, sideliners, hobbyists, and even scientists. When I started my YouTube channel, I was surprised at the number of people from Texas, California, and even Australia that signed up for my very important beekeeper club. It was a bit of a mystery for a while. I quickly realized that they're in an arid condition and that they have burn bans that don't allow them to use smokers in the most important time to use a smoker, which is the summer and autumn. Just yesterday, I got an email from a beekeeper in Texas. He told me that he accidentally
10-minute read. We already spent 5 minutes watching this. All right, guys. This guy, dude, I love it. I'm very I'm shocked. That's the first good idea. It's either that or the Zenora. Oh no, both of them had the good budget videos. That one is like a real invention though. So I don't know. But then again, I don't know, man. That's amazing. You want to see this one? All right, I got two more and we'll be done. I hope I can finish this in the next 10 minutes. But yeah, you should have made your decision already, brother. World's small. This has raised 100. Said no words, bro. It's snapping. Market on close, $1 billion to the buy side. This raised $300,000.
Introducing the Wubin X1 Pro. Flat, compact, innovative, and built to redefine what a flashlight can be. Unleash 13,000 lumens of pure brilliance. Compact, innovative, and built to redefine what a flashlight.
Look at this guy! Oh, hell nah, bro. Alright, I'm out. Yeah, bro. Alright, thank you, Kickstarter. That was a good idea. Well, Chad, I hope you've had fun today. I'd finalize your plays if you haven't already. Let's see. Yeah, I took my Albemarle. We got our 1000% on APA. Oh, the hymns. Where's that dumbass? That one might go tomorrow. You gotta let them pump it. Yeah, those went down. And who's the other one? I'm holding the value ones. I might take one or two off, but I really think they've gone up all week though. So tomorrow it's either gonna flip-flop or not. There's a couple value names that are actually still down though. I hope. Can we make a Kickstarter? I want to make like a funny Kickstarter. And then I want it to go viral on Kickstarter. And I want to confuse people. They'll be like, why did they fund a puppet? We should maybe we make the Josh AI Kickstarter. Do you think we could get any other people involved? Hi, I'm going to scream at you every time you make a bad decision. I don't know, bro. We can can we remix this Zenora? I didn't. Hold on, man. Yeah, we missed Trump today. He didn't answer any questions. He knew we were still having Philo. He knew it was a good Philo, so he said, all right. Damn, you just dumped in that final five, dog. Well, right when I told you, right when I put on Kickstarter, we ripped. Right when we take off Kickstarter, you're back at the lows. Y'all go, you were getting mad at me, huh? You want me to play it again? Too late now. Too late now. You should have finalized your plays, bro. Can we do it? Let's set it up. We'll do long-term Kickstarter. But I want to do it like the other guy did. So I need you guys to do like reviews. And I want it to be like a personal testimonial. Like I need you in like a certain scenario. And like you gotta put like dust on your face and shit, you know? And be like, yeah, it's actually through the last 5 years and I've been here, take a look. And then be like, and then I need someone who don't speak any English. Yeah, I don't know if you can even understand me right now, but you need to explain. Be like, I didn't know any English, and I learned English now because of the launch. I'm like, how did that? Wait, what are you selling? You see what I'm saying? But then, yeah, I need reviews. I need real life testimonials. Like, you got to be there, though. It has to be, like, I'm thinking, like, 1990s infomercial. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a golden retriever. I need a golden retriever in the background. I need, you know, you got to put your kids all around and, like, everyone's smiling. Like, Ovaltine. Yeah, y'all ain't know Ovaltine. They don't know. Who doesn't know what Ovaltine is? If you don't know what Ovaltine is, you don't understand the value of a long term yet. You need to get a long term. They don't understand. Oh shit! I meant to type it. KTB. Well, these are all final 5 moves, man. Well, actually 4 minutes left. Bro, Bonds, where was it? It still shows up. You see that? That was the weird one. Ever since that, it just dumped. I think it was going to dump without it. That was also pre-auction, but we saw you, Scotty. That'd be nice if we could get one. I could make like a mouse, and if you hover over daily options, it just shocks you. That's it. Or if you go over the like really bad priced options, it electrocutes you. I don't know if we'll get approval for it, but I think we can make a Kickstarter. That'd be nice. Yeah, it's like Hassan's dog collar, but for you, I guess. Why don't we make that? Why don't we make the the streaming dog training kit? Did you want to be a streamer, but do you have responsibilities like an animal or a child? New shock collar by Streamlabs. Get rid of all distractions by keeping it on a shocking collar. That way, you could focus on what really matters, spreading communism. With our normalization kit, your dog will be obedient, and we'll make sure he stays in frame. Right when he gets out of the shot, linked up with AI, we'll make sure we deliver 1,000 watts to his noggin. It's great. Streamers can't lie, they love it. I've had a fun last 30 minutes. The Kickstarter saved it from 3%, but I still don't think we're going to get there. Oh, wait. 10 seconds! Not a minute. 10 seconds. I'm sorry. I was getting too excited. Well, Chad, God bless. God bless America. 3, 2, 1. Friday is on the way tomorrow. Ding 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 ding. Horn. Oh wait, where'd my horn moved? Oh, Chatadonia. What a day. It was good. Most of the value plays stayed up. Some kind of went down there at the bell. But, you know, you knew from the morning maybe. 7 hours. Chad. Government shutdown. Real world. Bro, real world economy picked up. We have lots of reports of real world economy, but market got to go through a little. And now you gotta drop your GG, baby. And God bless America. And thank you for your time. Thank you for not getting banned. I don't know. Did I ban anybody? I don't think I had to. I think I already banned you, so that's why. We did it. We made it. God bless. Thank you for your time. And for real, please go through that value list and be familiar with all of your opportunities, brother. And get ready for next year. You know that? Get ready. The video. God bless America. What's your worldview, baby? GG, and I love you. Thank you, my God bless all the real ones.
I get paid for my thoughts, I pay so I stop influential as fuck. Boy, my mental been tough with my heart on my cuff. It ain't hard, I don't want, cause then everyone got like opinions and thoughts. Why they call me a lot? Man, my money on stocks, I can show you the top. Every bottom I pop, hope the key in the lock. Don't believe me, just watch, use my freedom a lot.
Need me to rock. You won't see me a lot. Monday through Friday, you need me, let's talk. I'm down to let this one ride, but Chad, good day. We closed like an hour ago. We had some fun. So get ready for tomorrow. Have to get ready for the earnings. I'm gonna see. I don't know if I have to go to the farm because everything's flooding. I don't know if we'll have to watch.
Wake up in the morning, I be eating. Money still my back. Take a knee and thank the man. Then I get back to the trade. Seeing houses in the evening. They go to LA, brought a tear to mama's eyes. We should see how far we came. Another prayer in the evening. And promise a day. So this money that I'm saving is some money on the way. Another day, another season. Bitch, I ain't afraid, cause the Lord can give it life. The Lord can take away. Yeah. On my job, feeling Joe. Put $1 million for the whip, $20 for the clothes. So I don't forget the days that I barely stayed afloat. Hope you picking up the game. I ain't saying this shit to close. Don't trust them, don't eat. It don't matter if you dining with the king. Cause your weapon take can kill you before you blink. That's a pride, and it's talking about the grit. Crazy, but I'm diligent, contrary and a dissident. I keep the peace, don't be naive, I'm moving like I'm militant. I translated transitory, there was no equivalent. Everything except the president is unprecedented. Damn, you might get that in a minute. We're on a second listen, I son him, that's repetition. The Father got all the knowledge and granted me with the wisdom. The truth is still hard to swallow, ain't following what I'm spitting. Valley of the death, I be walking, chilling, seeing what I see, yeah, caught that vision. Got a lot of skies, but they taught me lessons. We gon' take it far, if that's what God's willing. Morning I be eating, money still my back. Take a knee and thank the man, then I get back to the church. Seeing houses in the evening, they go to LA. Brought a tear to mama's eyes, you should see how far we came. Wait, ain't got time to even finish hooks. I'm busy making plays and just waiting to get the puts. Ain't caught up in what they talking, cause often they overlook the progress we making often and focus on what we couldn't. You don't bring now, don't eat. That's reality, that shit ain't up to me. You can look, but that don't mean you really see. Price inflated, but still the land of the free. Fuck you, you ain't feeling it. Me and you, no semblance. Mama was an immigrant, and look at what we did with it. You look like you think you quit, but nobody gon' give a shit. That's between the future you, I hope that you could deal with it. Damn, I should cool it for a minute, cause I ain't really tripping. It's different, the Philo hitting. I deal with the dealer different, and wholesaling for the difference. I got a tree planting trees, and it's feeding my children. In the morning, I be eating. Money still my back, take a knee and thank the man. Then I get back to the trade, seeing houses in the evening. They go to LA, brought a tear to mama's eyes. We should see how far we came, another prayer in the evening. Ain't promised a day, so this money that I'm saving, there's some money on the way. Another day, another season. Bitch, I ain't afraid, cause the Lord can give a lie, and the Lord can take away.
I really want you to hear this one, but long term, I can't until I get the Kickstarter.
It's a call, baby. I don't think I'm God, I just know he on my side. Complaining all the time, I could tell he didn't buy it. Even look him in the eye and I could tell it was a lie. They don't pick him up, but I be still dropping dimes. Speaking of a dime, say that 10%. Already had the Rari. It's a call, baby.
Even though I've read all of them,
feels like it's gonna be a good
some
day.
you have never heard. You know that, right? You know that? Y'all get mad, you like, come on, play it, bro. You got artists out here making Kickstarters.
What's the plan?
Yeah, I can't.
On my way.
This ain't, bro, this is real art. For the love of the game. For the love of the game, y'all. The love of the game. It's built off of love. They don't care. Yeah, love. You know what love is? What's the origin? What's the foundation? One king, one way. That's that.
I burn supreme. What you know about that? One thing before you leave, please don't come back. Never needed, then you needed Jesus. I'd rather have no friends and hang with demons. Your brother gonna show up when he needed. But can the two still walk with that agreement?
Satan, hold bomb by your crib, that's that. That's ours, why play? Great, that's that.
To God be the glory. The grace of God alone, the power is in you.
Wanna gamble, that's a game for the gods. What's the
Your
matter?
meaning,
Thought you knew
you
about
have
the
meaning,
laws.
brother.
Father,
You
why
have
do
a
they complain
purpose.
about your laws?
Don't believe the
Ask for justice,
fatalism.
but they made sure it was gone.
Put it to the test.
Soldiers mental,
I challenge you to challenge me.
Getting loud, but you were
Challenge, you want to challenge everything else except you have meaning, you have
only
purpose.
took in pride. Form was
Man, listen, nephew. Everything's perfect, even if it isn't. It still is. Had a prayer one day to say it's so simple. Lord, don't give me too much, don't give me too little. Cause if I had it all, I'm scared I won't remember. And if I had nothing, then I'd probably be a killer. Eagle in the sky, or a snake up on the rock. A ship up on the ocean, or some man with these stats. It's all amazing, but I understand it not. We're brave in the flame, ain't never yelling stop. Money or the fame, all my enemies is slain. But if I had no knowledge, then all of that in vain. I'm just trying to say what we value, bring the change. Can create or destroy, it don't ever stay the same. Nah, my bad.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no justice being served here. So do what you want to do, because I'm not in your hands. I'm in God's hands.
I don't know, nephew. Last time I told you a story, you didn't listen.
As far as I'm concerned, there's no justice being served here. So do what you want to do, because I'm not in your hands. I'm in God's hands.
I don't know, nephew. Last time I told you a story, you didn't listen. I mean, I didn't either when I was your age. But still, it's about another boy. We ride, we say, take a dime of every dollar every time we getting paid. Remind them who was buying every time they sold away. They don't like it how we shining cause we do it in his name. Jesus, Jesus, still saying it. Do it easy. Oh, you got something to say, but you ain't speaking. How you know about the play, but you ain't eating. It's a shame they can't do it before they speak it. New levels, new devils, like Dante. No Kendalls, no Ellis, no Kanye's. Cause I learned a little lesson from my madre. You don't wanna gain the world and lose your soul, man. But that's another lesson, you should know about it. Asking if I heard, bitch, I told you about it. Don't be so dramatic. You ain't Lil Wayne, making little money, but I bet you gon' feel the same. I'm still a little vain, grew a little with the pain, changed a little with the change. Change the thought, change everything. Thank you, God, for the day, for the sun, for the rain, for the joy, for the pain. The hippies in the trays. Another day. I gotta go. Jesus. Praise God. Don't tell me you love me. You can't tell me where it came from. It's a cult, baby. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Objectively. If we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there. Like swimwear, I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you've been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been on, yeah, I've been clear. No fear, oh dear, who you trying to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting. Nah, it's done. Daddy said it's finished. Made me in his image, but that always made me timid. Wonder why we different, don't you ever get it twisted. It's the only way we get it, set apart from the start. And the heart isn't ours, it's a hippie with the love, but it's David with the sword. I want peace, so that means you gon' kill me if it's war. Nietzsche, Trotsky, can't beach on the arc. Want it easy or hard, want a genie or a god, then believe me, lil' bro, you a child, you a son of the highest in above. Don't deny it, we don't like it when they tell us who we are. I can tell you who I was, I can tell you who he is. I can make another song that's telling y'all about the crib, but for a second, keep it real. It's not the reason they will kill, it's the freedom in believing. They want death to bring the will. But I'd rather have it now, and I ain't never backing down. Lion gonna eat me or turn his ass around. Either way, I will remain up in his name and say it proud. Here, let's say it now. Jesus. I put Jesus on the beat so I can listen to it. I got reason to believe that we living in it. You can say
say it's one hell of a decision, in it? Ay, if we talking plays, yeah, I'm in there. Like swimwear, I've been there. I've done this shit for 10 years. You could have it all, but you been scared, big scare. Funny part, there wasn't even risk there. My thoughts been my own, yeah, I've been clear. No fear, oh dear, who you try to control here? My God is the weapon, I ain't boasting.